All right. Hello, my beautiful children.
Hello.
We are here
Ew.
again. We're the fun faces and personalities of your favorite. I'm lying. Your least favorite wannabe podcast uh, thing, consecutive thing. Yes, it smells like crit. Anyways, we're gonna keep going with this. So last session, um, I can recap. Do we want the last session recapped as Phteven? Because that could be very appropriate, or I can just do it. Because the last time when Nigel did it, that was pretty fun. If I hand the reins over to you guys, that seemed pretty entertaining and less work for me.
I want to hear the
Matter to
battle
me.
through Steven's mouth.
Yeah. I want to hear
that
the,
should be
the,
fun.
the
How
sad
Okay,
teeth
yeah,
this whole
Steve.
thing
Okay,
going
Phteven.
down.
Yeah, Phteven, you do your part, and then I'll recap what happened with Kallista.
Okay. Well, it was time for the glorious battle between the goat and Stephen Nightmorn, the pretender, the unknown. And we got into battle, and it did not go well for me, I will admit. There were some crits, a lot of them. Good crits and bad crits. Slipped in some vomit. That hurt, and I hurt myself. And the goat really did a number on me. Nigel tried to help me at one point, or thought he was trying to help me. I think he cared about the money a little more. But yes, he did help me. He was hiding on me and trying to give me guidance and trying to give me a little bit of motivation to try and bring out my good side, because I
Had you give
sucked.
you like a little devil on your shoulder, like a little creepy ghost guy?
Little bit.
That's what I was trying to do.
He was trying to give me the motivation, and then he brought up my love, or who I thought was my love. And then instead of bolstering me into being the champion I know in my head I could be, it just deflated me. I lost all motivation for the fight. And while I was having this inner monologue battle, while Nigel was berating me, I got my ass handed to me on a dirty silver platter. And I died. I died.
Like died?
Died, like failed miserably on all my death saving throws and died. And then I was visited by Helm, and he asked me, did you learn anything? And I said, yeah, I'm kind of a failure. And he asked me if he thought I deserved another chance. And after my poison experience by being a fool and doing that, and now failing at something that I should not have failed at, I said no. And Helm walked away. But as the light was starting to fade and the sounds were starting to disappear around me, I was saved with a high five from Cord, the god of battle. And he gave me, he said, it's on him. He said, high five, you're in. And I woke up, and that's where we were left off. As far as Phteven, Og watching from the stands, and Nigel trying to do a Nigel thing.
Yay, Phteven. Yeah, so the fight ensued. I'm curious to know why you left out, in my mind, was the best part of the fight, which was your gift.
Yes,
Steve.
yeah, I forgot to mention that. There was a lot of fire. Some was from me, because I'm dumb, and figured I could handle this. I've been working at the fire thing. Why not try a fire spell? And that didn't work out for me. And then I was given a fancy looking sword from, was it Asriel from Thank the Maker? He said it did something special if I whispered something dwarven into it. And he told me the phrase, it was, I think, Faloof Machukan. And when that happened, it turned into fire. And because it was surprising fire, and I did not expect it to happen,
You peed your pants.
Yes, I pretty much, I shit myself and ran.
Oh! All
Essentially. And yes, that was just kind of how the battle went. You know, every time I thought something good was going to happen, it didn't.
The theme of the fight.
Yeah, pretty much. Phteven did not have a good time. It was.
Yeah,
you're going to have a bad time.
I believe if memory serves correct, you did that, then you crit failed immediately after that and lost your, yeah.
Yeah.
Then
I lost my will to fight. It was just, and then Nigel's like, hey!
Well, I believe the will to fight was you getting hit so hard in your brain that your subconscious took over. It was a crit
by the goat, yeah.
By Randy! Yeah, so fight did not go... I wouldn't say it didn't go well for Phteven. Phteven did pretty damn well. Randy missed a lot. Randy nutted himself.
He got lucky.
Randy nutted himself a few times. He did land a crit. Phteven got a crit that would have been gargantuan had he not been a little cocky and said, now is the time for the magic sword. But you did slap the bejesus out of him, which did impress Cord, the god of battle, and you got a little nice.
Oh, yeah, he's like, nice.
Everything stopped, and he showed up and gave you a high five in your outstretched frozen hand. But it did not go well for Phteven. His crit fail. He crit failed his last saving throw, which threw him into the death.
That was the one
death.
I didn't understand what it did. I just thought it was like, well, that's an automatic fail, but no, it's an automatic fail.
That's two fails. So Nigel basically was approached by a mage that's provided by the fighting pits to resurrect people. There are certain rules if they purchased the insurance option prior to fighting. And Nigel ended up paying this mage using Phteven's gold to do so, to save his life and bring him back. Meanwhile, while all this was going on, Og was just being a very gracious spectator, sitting with Jaren as he was watching, and just kind of studying and not really wanting to get involved. Meanwhile, while this was going on, Kallista and Marin were off doing a fun little adventure, trying to secure Phthe to be the underling for Kallista. There was theft involved. There were a bunch of papers stolen that didn't quite maybe help out what you guys were going for. They went and had a conversation with Maggot, who is not a gracious, kind character. Kallista, not at all. Kallista had to do a couple different tries for the suggestion spell. The last one hit. And before we get started, because I said there was an addendum for the suggestion spell, that the two big things were how long does it last, and then what command did you give? Because the spell says once the command is completed, the spell ends.
That's true.
So your wording was very important. Were you yes? Huh?
It was I'm not perfect. Turn and grovel. Obey my request to give me Phthe, or sell me Phthe.
Essentially, it was kind of like that. I went back from what I got out of it was, turn, grovel, lay before me, obey my commands.
I think I said requests.
Requests, commands.
It was plural.
The big thing for me, though, is, it was plural. Because if it was, you will do this, you will go get him and bring him to me, which he did, then is the spell over, and did he figure out, now his eyes are open, he's out of the charm? But since you gave him that plural, I'm saying that he is still under the command of the spell.
Sweet. That was key. Because I was trying to think back to what it said.
Sorry, my
And
headphones cut out for a second.
No, that's fine. I saw you do that, so that's why I stopped. Did you catch all the?
I got dead.
oh,
You're
just cut
cutting
out.
out a bit too. So
Okay, hang
but
on. Wait.
okay.
Just gonna reset.
So essentially, yeah, Flet is with Kallista. She got him. She didn't have to trade anything. All of Maggot's kind of underlings at the booth are just trying to figure out what the heck's going on. Flet doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't know how to act really. She outstretched her hand. He took it, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Kallista, can you hear us now?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So the main thing that was verging on is if he gave you Flet and that was the command, then is he done with this spell? Is he out of its sway? But since you had plural on requests or commands, I'm making the ruling that he is still enthralled. So he still has to listen to what
8
you
hours.
say. Yes, he still has to do with what you say, but he turned around and left to do other business.
This is not gonna go
So
well
if you're okay, so if you're okay with that he's gone and you didn't give him any other commands, then he's under this for 8 hours.
He's not in earshot anymore. I can't.
He
holler
went
at him.
into the back room is the last thing that I said.
Okay, that's fine.
He like went around like slapped the crap out of people. I was like, stop wasting my time, get back to work, blah blah blah, and he left. And then you had that little conversation with Flet.
That's fine.
Okay. You still have your lion, your boar, and your
Just
whatever
lion
the other
boar. I didn't have
lion
the
boar. Okay, cool, gotcha. All right. So these guys are still following you around and listening to Marin. So sure, let's go ahead and start over with well, Kallista, what were you gonna do now that you have him? Were you just gonna go back and essentially meet up with the rest of the party, or did you have other plans?
I'd like to take this opportunity to get the go back and meet up with the party. But in the meantime, find out who won the fight, because if I can hear the fight's over,
Yeah.
use my forgery kit to forge the appropriate betting slips to be planted back in the booth, so we can claim our winning tickets.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah, because I did say you had some betting slips and things like that. So you can go ahead. Yeah, you're gonna roll a. I'll give you performance or deception, whichever one you want to use, because it seems like if you're creating something, either of those would kind of work out. Mm-hmm. So you can go ahead and roll that as you're going back to see how well it goes, and then we'll hop over to Phteven, Nigel, and Og while you're figuring that out. So Nigel. The guy just said, pleasure doing business with you, and turned around and started to walk away. Phteven, you just came back into the land of the living, and you have 1 hit point. And Nigel, that healing potion that you dumped down his throat got wasted because he was already dead.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
Okay,
so,
cool.
So I'm going to react accordingly, like, oh, shit! How you feeling, bud?
Where am I?
Well,
what happened?
You were dead, and then this kind gentleman made you undead, but not like the zombie type. You're just alive again. So, yay! And I'm gonna just toss him a normal ass healing potion.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So I guess I lost. Did you? Okay, let's get the hell out of here. Keep that.
Yeah, listen, we gotta go. So I kind of
they're starting to the crowd's starting to throw garbage into the ring, just being like, "Get out of here, you suck!"
Yeah.
I
So yeah,
go.
I'm gonna holler over at Og and tell him we gotta go.
This is embarrassing.
Okay.
So I know you guys lost your bets. Where's Kallista?
If I were really as horny as she was to get that kobold, I imagine she went to deal with that instead of watch your fight.
She
we're just
left during my fight?
Yeah, at that time it looked like you really had it under the bag. You know how you're like, oh, obviously he's got this. She left before you did the fire stuff, really, when it still looked like you might have had a. Anyways, let's just go back to the hotel room.
So the way that you
alright.
guys need to get out of here is through his entrance. Like there are no like ladders to get up or anything. There's
Yeah, I
basically
gotta go get my stuff anyways. Yeah,
Let's go get your stuff, and then I'm going to pat him on his back, and I'm going to put his money pouch back on him.
Aw.
All right. Slide a hand versus perception. We'll see if he's
Perception. 14.
Let me see. Sleight of hand. I got a 9, but let me see.
I know you got a pretty high bonus on that though.
Yeah, I do. It's something stupid. I got a dirty 20.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, as you're doing that, you're like, it's okay, it's okay. You just kind of get it back, and it's okay. And the pat.
So
Just-
what do I have back on me then? Because you used 600 of it.
Yeah, we used 600 of it. You've got
You used 700 because you gave him a $100
Yep.
100 gold tip.
Oh yeah, 21. You got 21.
2100.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys are walking back.
I forgot I gave him a tip.
Patting him on his back. Not even a tip. You gave him a 100 gold. That's ridiculous.
See, but
I
here's the
mean-
thing. We've all done something stupid with gold because what did I gave 5 gold to an urchin in the street once. So and everyone looked at me like I was stupid. So
Hey,
Nigel.
you know what? I'm gonna tip. Accordingly. The man brought another person back to life.
yeah, it's deserving of
He's a
something.
big baller when it's not his wallet.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make sure to grab the sword.
Oh
Nigel.
yeah, I grabbed the sword.
Get that fucking thing away from me.
It is
Yeah, so
encased in a block of ice.
Yeah,
How would
face-
you like to get this out?
Well, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
Doesn't it-
Word.
I guess
All right.
You
I'm
threw
going-
your shield down to make your ice wall, and it
Mhm.
engulfed the entire sword.
Yep, 5 foot, 5 by 5.
So
square.
this is in a 10-foot tall, 5-foot wide block of ice
Can
solid
I
ice.
dispel it with my sword or with my shield? Or does it have to be destroyed?
I'm
because
gonna
there's still,
say no.
Oh, okay.
there's 23 hit points left on it.
If it was a spell that you like conjured, if it was conjuration magic that you like uttered it, then I could let you do it. But since it's just kind of inherent with the shield,
Okay.
that's just something that you can make happen. I'm gonna say that you can't dispel it.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can hack. You can. Steven
Oh yeah,
can
I'm just
take
gonna
out some frustration.
excuse me. I'm just gonna keep blasting magic at it till I get to the sword. It's pretty much
Okay.
what I'm gonna do.
Okay. Roll. How many times you hitting it?
Let's see. I'm gonna do like a good well, let's try 3 times.
Okay, roll attack 3 times. Well, no, you don't roll attack. Bullshit. Just roll your
It's
damage.
only got an
3
AC
times.
of 12. Yeah.
Roll your damage 3 times.
Okay, give me. Where are my fucking dice at? There they are. They're all dusty. Let's see here. 10.
Oh, a week's
All
worth
right.
of dust. Excuse. 2 weeks worth of dust. Sorry.
you need to change the filter on your heater.
I
Heater?
got.
It is 97 today, sir.
Oh,
Heater,
Jesus. Are you
my
serious?
ass. Yes.
Yeah,
It's
dude, the high
stupid.
was
Texas
like
is
90. I
dumb.
haven't used the heater yet.
yeah. Heaters are basically purely for ornamentation in Texas.
We had,
Okay, I
we had a
got
high of 52 today.
16. Oh, 24.
Total?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Well, that's it plus 1.
Yeah,
There's
no, that's
23 hit points.
okay. Yeah, you start doing it. Yeah, ice shatters, chunks are getting thrown off. And the main reason that I wanted to do that is because it is in this ice wall, and if you're just blasting this ice wall, is it going to affect the sword?
Right.
So since you rolled 24 and the wall had 23 left, yeah, the sword's fine. You're blasting through, and then finally you hit it with the last one, and it just kind of like in I'm trying to think of a movie. I can't think about where it just like hits this big block of ice, and the whole thing just kind of like just like kind of shatters around it and crumbles to the ground, as opposed to if you like did like something stupid like 50 damage, the sword could have cracked in half.
Yeah, that's why I did my little magic blast because it was
Okay.
they're 1d10. So
Okay.
like I was like 3 will get it done.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you blah 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 blah, and it just like eventually cracks, shatters, and you can. Phteven, you don't want to touch this sword.
Fuck that.
All right,
No.
Nigel. Yeah, you grab the sword.
Yeah, I just grab the sword and I throw it in Abe.
Okay. All right, you guys
we
walk.
just get the hell out.
Yeah, you guys walk back to the door. You open it up, and as soon as it opens up, you see a familiar face, kind of perturbed face, almost confused face, just kind of almost one eye twitching as it opens up, and he goes, "What the hell was that?" And you have Azrael standing in front of you,
Oh, Azrael.
wondering
And then
why
I'm gonna-
why you just completely wasted his gift.
What? Why did you not tell me that there was fire associated with this sword? I asked you what was special about it, and you said, "Oh, you don't see." But see, now I have an aversion to fire. I'm not a big fan of the fire, and if you would have told me that, I would have said, "No, you go ahead and keep it," or I would have thrown it and used it as a flaming sword. I don't know. It did not work well for me.
You're afraid of fire.
Yeah.
You're afraid of fire.
Do you see my face?
Yeah, it looks like an adult, not a child. I didn't know that you'd be afraid of fire. It's this big explosion, make the crowd good.
Azrael,
What?
here, take your sword and we're leaving. So I just hand the sword. I get the back of Steven's back, and we walk past him.
Okay. He's like, fine.
I don't care.
Last
And then I just do this.
favor I try to do for you. Just try to make a big spectacle.
No,
Try to make a big spectacle.
No.
He's
I keep saying no.
he just keeps you guys are walking. He's like he's like finally he's like getting like quieter and quieter. You know what I'm saying? Like you're trying to make a big thing.
Yeah.
Make a back name for myself. Okay, so you walk up. Are you rejoining Og?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Og, you see, you're up in the stands. You see Steve and I. You see Nigel freaking out, and he's like, "We need $3,000!" as he yells up at you, as this hooded figure is standing over them. There's been like a exchange of coin. He lays a hand on, and you can tell that Phteven is alive now. So what are you doing while all of this is going on?
I guess
You had also just asked Jaren, should we get involved, and he just said not
Jaren
my fight.
Would Og know where his they would be going to, or like
You dropped me off there, didn't you? We split kind of right by the
I think so.
area,
You kind of knew where he was headed for the the locker room.
I'll sort of just nod to Jiren and say Og's gonna go check to see how they're doing. Good to see you again, Jiren. And then he's gonna make his way towards where they parted ways earlier.
Okay. Jaren gets up and he follows you.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. So yeah, you guys come out of the locker room. Og is kind of waiting. Og is tall as shit and very easily seen. So yeah, you see him as he's sitting there waiting for you guys, and Jaren's just kind of sitting there. Jaren's kind of like in Shaolin monk gear, just like kind of like long robes. These guys like hands in the sleeves and everything, just kind of sitting there waiting, trying to he's a gnome, so he's small, but trying to dart his head around and see if he can find who you assume is Marin, because she left, and so he's trying to figure out where she went. So,
hey, but I think she was with Kallista. Do you want to just come back to the hotel with us? I imagine that's just where she's gonna end up going if she did some real let's call it harebrained shit. Do you just want to roll with us back there?
You're talking to me, right?
He's like, no, he's talking to
Jiren.
Okay. And he's looking around, and he looks at his fantasy watch, and then just kind of hits it and does that he's probably gonna wait for her here.
Okay, cool, bud. And then we're just gonna do y'all want to wait for Kallista, or do you want to just kind of you want to try and find Kallista, or do y'all want to just head back to the hotel?
Og thinks Kallista would probably just head back to the hotel if she couldn't find us.
I think I need some rest after that experience.
Yeah, and then like whatever you want, buddy. And I just slap him on the back again, and then we just start. We start going.
Okay. Alrighty. Jaren gives you a little silent farewell as
Yeah,
you
we kinda
guys
just
start
chunk
walking
up the
away.
deuce.
Cool.
Yeah.
So Kallista, you are heading back and in motion trying to quickly forge these documents. Do you wait? Do you like try to like set up shop somewhere? Okay.
Well, I stop and I find a little spot where I can forge a few of these and get Marin's assistance to plant them at the betting booth.
Okay.
So that way, you know, they can have a winning ticket, one for them, and then 2 for us.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So I want her help to plant them while I forge them. And I got, you said deception. I got 21.
21. Okay.
Yeah.
If you're doing 3, do 1 on each.
Okay.
Just the one.
No, you're 100%
idea.
right.
Yeah.
Come on, roll. 22.
Okay. Oh
And
shit.
then a 14.
Okay. All right. I should have asked this beforehand. What are the betting slips saying? How much did you? Because you guys actively made bets prior.
Correct.
Yeah, because we've got the 2,500. We have about 2,500 on Phteven right
I
now.
thought we did 1,000 and 1,000.
1,500.
Og did
Yeah.
500 as well.
500. Okay, so I want the slips to be after hearing from the crowd and the people walking around. I want the slips to be for the winner, whoever was declared the winner.
Okay.
And I want the odds to be appropriate for, like, when we bet it was 40 to 1, but then it went down to like 35 to 1, right? I want the odds to be like, let's say,
That was if you're betting for Phteven.
I don't know how.
I know that. And who did you guys bet for? Because Nigel, I think, betted for.
He did a side bet, didn't you?
Yeah, you bet for Randy.
Didn't you?
Oh, how much did I bet for Randy?
Didn't you like?
I think it was
sneakily-
like 100 gold. Like it wasn't anything
Okay.
huge. I think you did like 100 gold.
That was
So
like
you-
a joke bet, but
so
I
you-
totally forgot about that.
So you threw down 1,000 for Phteven,
Yes.
each of you guys, and then Og did 500 for Phteven.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's gone. You're not seeing that. Okay, cool. So
Oh yeah,
Kallista,
no, that money.
so Kallista,
I
what
want
are?
to be able to recoup the money that we made, plus it's a little profit. Just a little one.
Gotcha. Okay, so what did you say the bet was for Randy?
For Randy to win.
2,500.
I don't know how the math for betting works. I don't ever bet anything.
Well, did you give me numbers that are on each of these slips?
Just say
The
we
amount
did
of gold.
2,500.
Because there's a 20. You stop it. There's.
Okay. I'm just
Okay.
She said she didn't understand, so this is on her now. You.
Okay. So
So you have a 21, a 22, and a 14. So there are 2 that you made that you're like, these are, oh man, these are great, and one that was kind of a little more rushed because you were trying to like just get to meet up with the guys. So yeah, go ahead and what numbers are you writing down on these?
for the 2 that I'm going to keep, it's going to be 3,000 and 3,500.
Okay.
And then for the one that I give to Marin, I'll give her one of the good ones, and I'll keep one of the rushed ones. Make it for 2,000 because it's profit for her no matter what.
Okay, cool. Pins. Oh, I'll do that later. Okay, so you so keep those numbers in your head. So you guys walk over to the booth and to meet up with everyone with your entourage of animals and kobolds and crap. And you walk up and you see Jaren. He's able to kind of be in an area where you guys see him. And he runs over and he starts doing his little hand gestures to Marin. And she says, I'm it's not Azrael. Says, I'm a big girl. I can do what I want. I don't need you eyeing me. What? It's fine. We were doing lady stuff. Okay. We were doing lady stuff. What were you doing? And I see he's going around and she's just like, well, could have told you that would have happened.
Good to see you again, Jared. Hey, could you two help me with something real quick?
Because this is still going on. I thought we got the dummy here. I thought we were done.
Oh no! I something to help you on your way. That way, you know, the fighting pits aren't going to be your only source of income. Just a little side hustle if you want it. If you don't,
yeah.
no problem.
Yeah, what's up?
All right, so I've got these betting slips, right, that we need to plant at the betting booth. All of them are for our winner, now that we know who the winner is. And you can take home, you know, a tidy little profit, and I'm going to take 2 of these for my poor boys. You said that they did bad, right?
She looks at Jaren and he just
Nods.
Real bad? Like real bad? Oh, yeah. Well, you mind helping me? That way I can get pummeled? Poor fella. Did he die? Shit. Wish I'd seen that. No? Is that okay, I got it. Terrible. How's this?
Worst fight you've ever seen.
Worst fight.
Jeez.
There's 3 of us here. We each take 1 slip. You guys get this one. Marin, if you'll change this one in for me, and I'll change this one in, and we can split the profits, take home the booty. If you don't mind, y'all keep 1/3, and I'll take 2/3, so that way I can help nurse those 2 boys back to health. Deal?
Yeah, perfect. Second verse, same as the first?
Absolutely.
Okay. 3 steps to the left.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I gotta pull up her stats now. Marion.
And I'm just gonna reach out and bless her.
Oh,
Bless you, Marin. Thanks for your help, girl.
okay. And that adds a D4.
That is a D4, correct?
Right? Okay. Let's see how well Miss Marin does. All right. Use this. I shouldn't have used that one. That one's hard to see in the shadows. Oh, I'm not even going to need this bless. All right. That's her stealth roll. So that's okay. Let's see how well. Let's give these guys just to give them a chance to see if they can see what's going on. Boom. Okay, cool. So she does the same thing. What's that? And you turn around, she's gone. She sits for a second going around, and then you're sitting there for a second going through, waiting to see what's going on. Jaren's just being patient. He's kind of looking at the lion and boar and the little kobold that's like hanging on like to your dress and smelling it and stuff. Hi, kiddo.
Hi.
Come here. Come say hi to everyone. Oh, sorry. Those are your pits. I'm sorry. Wanna say hi?
Hi.
Hello.
Which one do you want to roll? I got these 2 and I got these out. You want the sparkly one? I know you want
Yes,
the sparkly
sparkly.
one. All right.
I like the sparkly
How
one.
badly are they gonna do?
I
No.
don't know.
Let's see. If you roll low, it's gonna be real bad. Here, do it again. Do it in there.
Okay.
We don't want that 3. Oh.
17!
Oh,
Good job.
You do really well. Say goodnight.
Bye-bye.
Good night.
Good night.
All right, back up, buddy.
Alright,
Back up, buddy.
Where
Back up.
in the heck are my?
You can get a chance to. Hi, Mr. Chocolate Mouth. Oh, goodness gracious.
My brother.
Stop.
Can you tell him? Hi.
All right.
Hello.
Hey.
Here, we'll turn it down so they can see Mr. Chocolate Mouth. There's that chocolate
Oh,
mouth.
that's some chocolate.
All right, buddy. Which one do you want? So you have these 2, you have these. Which one you want? Or you have the sparkly one that Zoe did? Which one? This one? Yeah? Okay. How bad are they going to do? Toss it in there, buddy. Ooh, what's that?
18.
Yeah.
One
Nice.
more than me.
Yeah, those were good ones. Okay.
That was a big one.
That was a big one.
All right.
Yeah.
Say goodnight, buddy.
Good night.
Good night,
Good
buddy.
night.
To tell
See you
'em, 'cause
later.
see you later. They can hear you. What do you want to tell them?
That our rolls were kind of the same because one was high and then one was lower.
Mm-hmm. They were
Okay.
both. They were both very good. All right.
Mhm.
Mwah. Good night, kiddo. Enjoy your movie.
I thought they can only.
It's right here. This is the mic.
Oh.
They can hear.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye, and that was
Bye.
also Mr. Chocolate Mouth. He just
Okay,
rolled.
go ahead, kiddo.
Okay, bye.
Oh. All right.
Kids are
Okay.
adorable. Just
Oh,
saying.
thank you. Okay, so yeah, you're waiting with Jaren. You're waiting around. He's just kind of looking at these giant animals that are next to you, and the tiny Flea has basically just been he's not like holding your hand, like he's not a child, but he's very much still in denial about what's going on and waiting for the axe to fall, like he's gonna get in trouble. So he's just kind of clinging on to your robes or your dress. And so since you're sitting there, he's just making sure that he knows where you are, and kind of he's putting it up against his face and shit.
Like a rescue dog.
Yeah, it's not creepy, it's affectionate, but it could be seen as creepy from Jaren. And he's just
Speaking of rescue
he's
dogs.
so
There he
he's
is.
just kind of
Okay.
looking at Flea and looking at you, and he's kind of going,
I was just making sure I didn't leave him outside.
I get it. It's a little strange. This is our new friend. And I kind of pet him, just not real affectionate, but just gently tap, tap, tap. And
oh,
not-
he's
This is my new friend.
your touch does it for him.
Say hello.
Hello. Hi. And Jaren just gives a and you hear a little whoops-a-doodle, and from under the lion, Marin comes back. And she goes, and she says, misjudged that one a little bit. Hey guys.
Misjudged it. How?
Oh, jumping from shadows is just it's tricky sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Clever. Smart
Yeah.
girl.
I was going for the plant. I hit the lion. It's all right. It happens. Yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. All right. So we'll go up and claim these 3 bets and then split the profits and go on our merry ways.
Wonderful. So you guys go up and you give your names. You say your name, Kallista, blah, bet for this for Randy to win. And they're going through, and so they find your 2 slips, and they're going to do a quick investigation check here just to make sure that everything says that. So you had the 22 and the 14?
The 14.
But which ones did you have? Because you said you gave Marin a good one.
We'll have the 21 and the 14.
Okay, cool. All right. I'll roll 2 for these guys. Get that one out of here because that's hard to read. All right, 14, 21, investigation for these guys. Let's say it's that for a bonus. They find your sheets. They look at them. They look at you. They look at their sheets and their hand. Look at them up, like in the light. Just 1 second, and turns around and goes back to the group and gets a couple people over, and they're coming through, and they're trying to verify this shit. And they are deliberating for a couple minutes. And the same guy comes back over and says, when did you place these bets?
It was shortly before the fight started, momentary.
Mm.
Then I went to go watch my friend, and sadly my friend got an ass kicking.
Yeah, it's unfortunate to see. Who did you place your bet with?
I don't remember, but I have my compatriots here with me, and I let him do the talking because he is a talker. You know what I mean? I just gave him my money to handle all the paperwork. But like I said, my friend that was in the fight didn't do so hot, so they took him back. They asked me to claim the bet.
So you don't know who took these bets?
No, I was told to come back to this booth. That's all.
That is unfortunate. These are not viable.
Oh, what?
Could we have the name of your friend, please?
The fighter, Phteven Nightmorn, was the person I was here to see.
He placed these bets.
Oh no, he didn't place the bets. That's what I was.
May
here
I
to
have the name of the person that placed these bets, please?
Jasper.
Jasper.
Yes.
Yes. Where might I find Jasper, and may I have a description of him, please?
Human, blonde hair. They're all a bit short, so I can't really give you an exact height. I mean, short.
Any distinguishing features of Jasper?
He's got kind of shaggy hair.
Hmm.
He's not really good looking. He's just kind of averagey, but he does have a particular smell, if you will.
Okay.
It's very distinctive.
Where may we find Jasper? We would very much like to speak to him.
Last I saw, he was heading into the arena, but beyond that, I don't know. That's what I'm looking for. I'm here to find him and claim these.
All right, roll a deception for me really quick, and I'll roll an insight on this.
Deception, Kallista's greatest weakness.
I changed the new dice thing, and it's like it takes a minute.
Oh yeah. You know what doesn't lag? Real dice.
Well, okay, fine, but it's it's fine because I don't mind.
So, and it's the good kind.
Yeah.
Okay, they're like,
28.
thank you very. Okay, they say thank you very much for the description. We'll be speaking with Jasper.
Turn around and book it.
So Marin's standing behind you. She goes,
And I give her the old wink.
But I don't. You got something in your eye?
I do. Hey, could you come over here for a minute?
Yeah. Follows you. What's going on?
And just casually walking and delivering the information. I don't know what's up, but they know they're fakos. So sorry, no payday.
Oh, okay. Well, what? You're not in trouble? Because these guys hate that shit.
Yeah, I gave them a description, and it was a very generic human descriptions, and they seemed to get it, seemed to buy it. So I just think it's time to go.
I don't know. I kind of want to see if that other one's gonna work.
I mean, you're welcome to, girl, but I don't know if I can back you up on that.
Well, you just tell me what you told them.
I told them that my friend placed the bets, and I just gave him the money, and
Hey, go, buddy.
they came to help me claim the bets, and that I was friends with the defeated up and comer Phteven, and that's all the information I gave him, and that my fake friend was Jasper.
I love it. I'll be right back. Jasper. Yeah, if Jasper was real, he'd be fucking dead. All right, I'll be right back. She turns around and goes up, and she's like on her tiptoes trying to chat with these guys. What was hers? 21. The one you gave her was the 21 roll.
22.
I kept the 21. She got the 22.
Oh, you gave her the badass one. Okay, cool. All right, here we go.
I gave her the good one.
I'll use the same die. Okay. All right, and hers was for 1,000? 2,000. Okay.
35, 3,000, and 2,000.
Son of a gun.
Okay, 2,000. All right. So she walks up there, kind of the same things going through that she's chatting with him for a second. He turns around, he's lifting up, doing all his things, and he goes back, has him see it, and she's just kind of sitting there, like, flipping her fingers. She looks around at you and goes, just gives you a little, just sitting there waiting. Like, she doesn't have a care in the world. She's not worried about shit. And they come back, and they chat for a little more, and he's doing the thing and throwing it up and sets it down, and she's just talking. You're out of earshot. You really can't tell. And Jaren's just sitting there watching this whole thing go down. And eventually you see him, you can't quite see what's going on, but you see him, he takes a stamp, and and sets it down, talks to people behind him. They leave. He takes another one, pump, pump. He hands something to her. And then a minute later, they come back with a small little box and hand it to the attendant. And he sits and he opens it up, and he puts stacks of coins out on the table to show her, goes through, does everything. She's like nodding, going through, looking, gives him the thumbs up. He puts it back in there, hands the box over to her. And she turns around and comes back. She's kind of like a little skip in her step. She goes, mine seemed to work just fine.
Good call. Good call.
So, and I know. What was that? What?
Mind splitting that?
Damn, girl.
She
Wait
said,
for him to talk.
I had to roll. It's fine. She says, what kind of person do you think I am? You give me a gift and
Yeah.
yours messed it. Just wait. We did this little romp together. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. You got the dummy. I got some gold. But you know, it was a team effort. You know, you did your thing. I did my thing. It was both of us doing our things. I couldn't have gotten this without you. You couldn't have gotten it without me. I kind of be a bitch if I didn't split this between us. You know, we had 3 chances. You know, 2 strikes. One went through. One was a home run. Yeah, we can split it up. What were you thinking?
Oh, no. I mean, just halfsies. How's halfsies sound?
Oh, that's perfect.
Cool.
I think that's great. Just Jaren, and he just kind of gives a. It's like, yeah, I knew you'd love it. Okay, let's go. So she says, "What do you want? Box or bag?"
Bag.
Okay. So so they divvy it up. There was 3,000 gold in there. Hey-o. There's 3,000 gold in there. Basically, they pay out. I shouldn't have said you get half back because that's ridiculous and they would be out of money so fast if people are just betting on the champions the whole time. But anyways, they give you this amount of money, so you got 1,500 gold through this, and she hands it to you in a bag. It's like mixed in, so it's not just gold because the 1,500 coins is gonna be like heavy as shit. So it's like gems and like all this other stuff, but it equals that.
Cool.
That amount. And she says, where you headed off to now?
Do you know where the boys are at now, Jaren?
He makes a couple gestures to Marin. And says, oh, I guess they're going back to the Whistle Drench.
I need to find them, and then I need to probably go hang out somewhere out of Maggot's eye line.
Yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, he's not gonna be happy.
Nah. So that's what I'm probably gonna do. I'm gonna head back to the Whistle Drench and catch up with them, then go find a place to chill.
All right. It was good running into you guys. Hopefully we see you again sometime.
Definitely. We'll do this again. Thanks, girl.
Oh, anytime, Toots. And she hugs your calf. And then slaps you a little higher, almost butt level, and says, Jared, let's get out of here. We got things to do.
Lion boy, you're with me.
he gives you a little like polite, just like slight bow with his hands in there and walks off. Flat asks you where you get. Mistress, where did you get these animals?
They're my animals. Will you care for them with me?
I can't speak to them.
That's
Normally I can speak to animals. I can't speak to them.
These are magical animals. These aren't real animals. They'll be gone at the next dawn.
Where do they go?
Into the ether. Let's go back to the inn. Oh, and here are your 2 alchemist fire flasks that I found in your room. I wanted to make sure you had them just in case something went wrong.
Oh, thank you, mistress. And you guys head back to the inn. So you guys all, let's say you all meet up. We don't have to split it anymore. You guys are together. You are, those thumbtacks almost fail you there, Nigel. You guys head back to the inn. It's like the fight was pretty early on in the day. It was like noon-ish, and just like through the hustle and bustle and everything, getting through and getting Phteven back where he needs to go. It's not evening at all yet. It's like mid-afternoon. Nigel, you know the bar is and like the outside area is the most busy that you've seen it since you've been there. But Nigel, you know that like after big fights and bouts and things like that, people usually go to the tavern to like talk about what just happened, brag about the money they got. If they lost money, drown their sorrows, or try to like beg for a drink from friends and things like that. So it's pretty packed. the bardic troupe is doing their thing. They're not having a show outside right now. The Tabaxi's tent is set up to do readings. The Kenku is like doing like small little demonstration puppet shows, things like that. And then Donder and Lavinia are both in the bar, like helping entertain and going around and chatting with people and just otherwise like having drinks and having a good time, hearing about what happened at the fights and things that have been going on lately. So what do you guys want to do?
I'm going to tell Steven to go upstairs and get some rest.
Steven, do you want to listen to Nigel?
You-
Why
wait,
am I intervening? You guys talk. Why am I
I don't know.
intervening?
What? So do you want a beer, bud? Do you want to sit down for a bit?
Is there
Do
a way
you want to
that-
rest?
I want both. I think I need a beer, but at the same time, I don't want to be
So that's all he
around
said. As soon as he
anybody.
said, "I need a beer," I grabbed the back of his shoulder once again, sit him down, and then I go grab us. Oh, do you want a beer?
I don't want anybody. I don't want to be around anybody. They're all gonna recognize me, and
No, but you'll be fine. But don't worry about it. And then, Og, do you want a beer?
Sure, why not?
Yeah. So then at our table, I'm gonna cast. Where is my?
Kallista,
a minor
Kallista,
illusion.
Okay, Kallista, you're here too. Like you guys have all met up, and now, what are you doing with your boar, your lion, and your boy?
So before I come into the actual inn, I'm going to send the lion to chill out at the cart, guard the cart. Because
The cart's at the cart's at the carpenter's.
Yeah, the cart's at the carpenter.
It's being repaired.
Yard. No, okay. Then
yeah, we
I'm
dropped it
going
off to
to-
get repaired.
It was, yeah, but before you guys went to the fight, you guys like got armor and went through and like you
like
took it over
3
there.
sessions ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Just dispel.
You
just
don't
dispel 'em.
remember?
So I'm going to have the lion and the boar find a dark corner in the stable, stay there, and my boy's going to come with me. And I'm going to come in and, there they are. Gentlemen, Phteven,
Yeah.
how you doing, bud?
Kallista, do you want a drink?
Sure.
Okay, cool. So everybody sits down at the table. I cast minor illusion to make it just look like 4 random passerbyers are there rather than like all of us.
5.
Cool. So there, you don't have to worry about anybody seeing you. And I go and grab us all drinks.
Oh, that was nice.
So Nigel has to concentrate on the spell for the entirety of the conversation.
Yeah.
I was noticing on the walk back. I know I promised you guys your money back if I lost, and I indeed did. But I noticed I'm a bit light of what I had. Is there an explanation for that? Because I only have 2,100 and I had like 35, I think.
Where was your purse during
It wasn't
the fight?
35.
It was on me, or it was 3108, 3508. I can't remember what it was.
No, man.
It was
Because
over 3.
I guess I just walk back. I'm gonna say like, oh, yeah, that was me, but you straight up fucking died, and I put the beers down.
I remember that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
had a nice talk with my god who walked away from me when I needed him, but it's okay.
Yeah, don't worry about that. But you forgot to buy insurance, and that was to cover your insurance and a.
They have insurance for the fighting pit?
Yeah, we really fucked this all up.
Oh, yeah. Yes, we totally did. But so I still want to make good on what I told you. I mean,
Oh, no,
is there
dear.
a way I can?
No, you don't know it's anything, bud. You're good.
Yeah,
I'm
Og's
happy.
not worried about it.
But I feel awful. I mean, I
here,
talked a
let
big
me-
game and I failed hard. I ate
Well,
shit.
but did you
like,
learn something? Did you
But
learn?
yeah, exactly. Here's what we have to learn from this. As like Nigel's taking a drink, we've all got things that we've learned in Rockport this weekend. So far, Og knows he really needs more sleep. Or he's not really at his full port.
Here's the pep talk. Here's the pep talk.
Yeah.
This is only one weekend. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You guys have been in Rockport for 2 days.
Yeah. I'm thinking we got in on like a Thursday. We're on Saturday now. We've still got like Sunday coming up. Steven, you know what? Your problem from the start is not knowing where your limits are. And buddy, you know what your limits are now.
I found them. Yep.
Yeah, but no, that's not a good thing, because now that you know where your limit is, you can break through that ceiling.
Okay.
You know, because realistically, I don't think us as a full party could have beat Randy. Not at all.
He was pretty insane. Yeah.
Exactly. They're called champions for a reason. It's
I need more training before maybe in a few months I'll come back and give it another shot. But
hey, we'll come back and murder him. Don't worry about it, buddy. But you know what? No, here. That's funny, huh? I'm trying to give respect. It's cute. My wife's through my.
It's a good voice. It's a good voice.
Where was I? We know limits. We're gonna break those limits. Callista, good job. I see you got your little slave that you've wanted this entire weekend. So good on you. But you know, we've all learned things in Rockport this weekend, and I really think we'll get a good night's rest. We'll get a little drunk, get some food in us. What we've got, our ware should be open, ready to go tomorrow, and then just kind of hang out a couple days, get all his stuff.
I don't mean to interrupt. I mean, this is a wonderful speech, and I've roused. But who's this guy?
This is
Where did he come from?
This is my new friend, Flair. Flair, say hello.
Why did he call me a slave?
No,
Nigel. I didn't call you a slave. I said, what? Oh, who called you a slave? I didn't hear that.
Not Goblin Man. Little Bird Man called me slave.
It was a slip of the tongue. I was in a role.
Little Bird Man talks a lot of smack, and we just try to ignore Little Bird Man as best we can.
Mistress, are you angry with Little Bird Man?
Oh no. I pat Nigel on the head. Pat. Little Bird Man's our friend.
Oh, careful, Kallista! Don't touch his hat. Abe doesn't like that.
And by the way, I'm sorry I missed your fight.
Yeah, I have to admit I'm a little upset when I came to, and you weren't there.
Here's something that'll hopefully make a difference, and I slip him 200 gold to make up for the cost of your insurance. I was able to acquire that for you.
I lost though. Why are you giving me money?
Because I believe you can do better. I believe you are better than this. And I have faith in you. We both do. Right, Flair?
What Mistress said.
Right, Flair?
Yes.
Yes.
Flair here. You're kind of creeping me out a little bit. I have to admit that. But
yeah, we've had this.
I'm gonna shake. Does Flair have a beer?
Does he have a beard?
Yeah, beer.
No.
Like a drink.
Beer. No one got anything for Flair. They didn't even ask.
I asked if anyone at the table wanted anything. He didn't say anything.
Flair, it's nice to well then I'll take some of this gold and I'll buy the next round, and then I think I need to get some rest.
Think of this as like this is the end of a chapter.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow's a new chapter. This is chapter 1. Well, let's say this is more like a chapter 2. Chapter 1 was before us. Chapter 2 was when we met. Chapter 2 ends now. And then chapter 3, new Stephen. Good Stephen. That's what we're going to call them. Good Stephen.
Get to chapter 3 rather quickly. I need to...
I know that this town is very dark. Was it Greylax? Yeah, Greylax had mentioned to me.
Not the light.
I need some time alone, maybe a couple hours, to reflect with my God. If you guys could give me a little time alone before we continue on our excursion.
Yeah, we've got 2 days,
buddy.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 2 days
Wait,
to
so-
get your shit together.
So if we've already been in Rockport 2 days, does that mean the stuff that we were waiting for 2 days to be ready should be available now?
Mm-hmm.
You guys, the first day you were there, you did it, and then this is the second day.
Okay,
So-
so it'll be the next day.
It'll be tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you guys are sitting there chatting, going through, there's a big uproar. All of a sudden, in the end, then you heard it coming from outside, and, and everyone's getting closer,
Yeah.
and there's just like and clapping and shit going on, and the music that was playing has now died down, and things are going around, and everyone's cheering and going through, and you guys turn around and figure out what the hell is going on, and the champion has returned to his lodging. Randy stumbling in. 2 bottles. He's got one in each hand this time, and he's just like, he's not even hearing it. Like, people are trying to like slap him on the shoulder and shit. He's just trying to like, that's all good. You've never heard Randy really say a full complete sentence. It's just a lot of just like, so you kind of know what he sounds like, but not going through. And he's just like not having anyone's, like, he's not accepting the praise. He's just walking through, going through. And he gets to the bar and he sits on a stool and he puts both the bottles up there and just points to him like, get it again. And comes over and takes the empty bottles away and gives him 2 fresh ones. And he's just sitting there at the bar getting his drink on. And people are trying to come up to him and be like, oh my God, it's such a good fight. You whipped that guy's ass. He's like, you're my favorite. Can I have an autograph? Oh my God, can I touch your horn? Just like all this stuff, and he's just done with things going on. He just wants to continue drinking, but he is at the bar right now.
Okay, you see Phteven before anybody does anything. Everyone sees him walk in, and Phteven stands up and pushes his chair back, grabs a coin or whatever, a gold piece out, or however much a drink, whatever he's drinking. I can kind of guess what it is or whatever. And I'm going to walk up to the bar next to him, not look at him. And he's going to get a hold of the barkeep and, excuse me, I'm going to buy him whatever he's drinking, another one. And I'll slide the coin in front, and I will look up at him and say, it was great to encounter you on the battlefield. I appreciate you putting me and giving me a little insight into where I am in this life. Thank you. And I'm going to start to walk away.
He reaches out and he grabs your pauldron to turn you around.
Okay.
Are you fighting it?
No, what is? Whoa, what?
Just drink. Come on, just drink. You deserve drink with me. Sit, drink with me. He goes, yeah, I got plenty. You get drink for my friend.
Now I'm sitting in between.
And so yeah. Do you sit at the bar? He's asking you to drink with him. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing but respect.
Okay. So you pull up a stool, and he's sitting there. And before she even gets it over to you, he just takes the second bottle he has and puts it over. This is better than this crap. Just drink this one.
All right.
And he lifts it up and says, "Is to," and just clinks your glass and starts drinking it.
All right. I'll take a big old gulp out of whatever he's got.
Okay, cool. As you're sitting there drinking, does come up with the flagon and sets it down. She knew it was for you, but then she sees you have a drink and she just kind of goes for it. Who take drink?
Just set it down and give it to him, or set it in between us. We'll share it if we need to. You know, you like to share so much. Like your fucking vagina.
Oh shit!
And he's looking down. He's looking down and talking to the drink as he's saying that.
And then again, Nigel's just like, "Damn, Sam!"
She puts it down, and you're looking down. You hear it hit, and you look up, and she's just still standing in front of you. And she says, "Why you have attitude?"
Forget it. You wouldn't understand.
You don't know. Knows lots.
I think there's somebody at the end of the bar who needs to talk to you. I think somebody needs a drink. I'm fine.
I heard you fought Goatman.
Yeah, and if you can tell by my face and his, how that fight went.
Just
I mean, it's ugly as it is, but it's even uglier now.
What?
I appreciate it.
small goblin sad.
Maybe. I don't want to do this right now. I'm just gonna drink with my newfound.
She says, "Goatman been here a long time. Lots of people fall. And nothing to be ashamed about. Nothing to be ashamed about." And she walks off to the end of the bar to help other people.
He's taking another big drink. Like he's hitting the.
Okay. Randy is sitting there. He's listening to it, and he's just kind of sitting there. He's looking at his bottle, and he's looking at the drink that's next to him. He takes a big drink, and he starts talking, and he just says, "Yeah, she's right. You know, lots of fought a lot of people." People come in and say, there's nothing, no challenge here. And they fall real quick.
I can see why.
We all know different stuff. Like you put up a good fight. And he's just like leaning up, he put up a good fight, and he tinks your head with his horn. He just kind of like boops you on the head. He put up a good fight. He's like, what? One question.
Yeah, anything. Go ahead.
Why? Why? If you're afraid of your sword, why did you bring the sword and fight?
Well, that asshole Azrael from Thank the Maker, he thought, hey, this one might be an opportunity to use this weapon that was made from him and make more money for him. Once again, it's just another reason for the little goblin who gets everyone's attention and to just make them more money. And it's all it is. He's getting drunk, by the way, as he's starting to feel a little bit like loose at the lips, and he's starting to kind of like feel.
Yeah. He says, "Look, Azrael is usually only in it for himself, and he is very prideful on what he has. But he's not in the game of sabotage. If that happened, he didn't know. He was trying to make him money on your behalf."
And I understand it. I was pissed after the fight. I mean, I still am upset at myself for maybe even getting myself into the situation in the first place. But it's It was one
Why
of
are you
those
afraid of
things.
fire?
Oh, well, you see. Okay, here, look. Check this out. Check this
Look,
out.
no, wait, no,
Check this out.
it's
Wait,
that's
look at here, and then look at here. See the difference? It's all fucked up over here.
Well, both sides are fucked up now.
You got it. You got it.
Listen. Listen. Just listen. You listen?
Yeah.
Just listen.
I'm listening. Mm-hmm.
Fire, we make fire. Fire doesn't make you. Okay?
But I
We
can
make
fire.
no, we make fire.
Fire.
Fire don't make you. We make fire, we put fire out. We say fuck fire. And if we didn't have fire, everything would be dark. Fire's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Fire's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? If you I don't say this very often. If that fire sword hit me, that would a different scenario. So don't. It's you know what, we'll fight next week. It'd be great. You and me will fight next week.
No, you won't.
I may not be here next week, but hey, if you are still here in 1 month's time, rematch for you and me 1 month from today. Well,
You know
I mean,
what?
as long as I'm not dead. I mean, we gotta save the world and shit. It's pretty fucking crazy.
Yeah, we all gotta save the world, man. I'll tell you what, it's a date. You show up, I'll make this side of your face look like this side of your face.
Oh, you
and
got it.
And he just like hits your bottle again.
All right, and then I'm gonna walk back. I'm gonna thank him and head back to the table. Right. You're not that bad of a guy.
Did you make a new friend?
Me?
As
There
you're
go.
going back, and as Phteven is feeling his drinks, excuse me, you hear there have been songs and things going on, and people have been making requests and doing shit. And you kind of overhear someone come up and is like is requesting a song, and you hear Lavinia start playing up her lute, and Donder steps up on a chair to give a song. And this, my friends, is what you hear. And first off, can you hear this when I'm playing it?
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, I will try not to sing super loud. This is the stupid thing that I came up with. The stupidest thing that I've prepared
Today.
for this group and for D&D that my wife did very much approve of, and I will try to do it.
I'm excited.
Nigel, you know that as soon as the song sub starts up, you know exactly what's happening because they do this a lot after fights. So here is the little ditty that I made for you. So
As soon as they start strumming, I'm like, oh shit. Go to your room, Steven.
So Donder starts singing. He says, "Champion Randy smashes his foes using his horns, fists, and elbows. Champion Randy makes us much coin to sate our thirst, bellies, and loins. Now those who cross Randy must be rather dim, else why would they choose a fate so grim? He's bested a Triton and a gnome with no words, an ogre, a giant, and those warrior birds. His latest assailant, a goblin so proud, vowing victory to God, and a maid he just plowed. There can be but one reason for his dismal display. His manhood was crushed by Ug's rough pussy. And there's a gigantic uproar, and they're laughing and they're clapping, and he like threw up his mug to when she's doing it, and she just like is glaring at his ass. She throws a fucking goblet at him, and he jumps off the table. But everyone's laughing and clapping and loving it. And
Nigel's
that's
crying out of like because he's just never like experienced like.
And she's applauding enthusiastically, making sure that nudge nudge Fleur is applauding too.
Dude,
he's
like I
clapping.
know it's about you, but he just
Is
fucking
it? Was that
burned
about
your
me?
ass, man.
Was that about me?
That was about you, honey.
Yeah,
Mm.
this ain't your day, bud. But hey, you made a new friend.
That's kind of where I'm at. Like, what the fuck ever? Like,
You ready to take your nap? I think it's
Yes.
your nap time.
I think it's nap time.
But hey,
Nam
wait,
nam.
one more thing. We've got a rival troop, so that's fun.
That's fun. Wait, hey, wait. Before I go take this nap, did we ever find out why they're talking about our lives? Like
Yeah,
they were there, or somebody was leaking information because they knew shit that we.
Oh yeah. So hey, real quick, funny thing. You know those signal flares that we had?
Yeah.
So when I was captured in the fight pit dungeon, I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna pop one of those sons of bitches off. Goddamn, the fucking elf that put me in the goddamn jail popped up from the signal flare. So I think they were at the battle. So I think that's how they knew what happened.
But wow, they're like
Yeah.
with us, and they didn't fucking help us when we were in our shit with the fucking.
Yep.
No. I think they did there. I think they were.
Boy, this
They
is
were
they were-
insane.
They were the special ops that we didn't use.
Yeah.
Who still has it? Anybody has any of those? You
Still
got
have
one.
one.
I got an idea.
I say we just use
I
it
got
the
an idea.
next time we're in like a
Hey,
bad
We're
spot.
underwater and we can breathe. Do it again.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, you need to go to bed.
Drunk Steven's got an idea.
Yeah, like yes,
And if
but
it's,
we don't need to talk about
if it's not her, we'll save him. If it is,
Hey, bud, we gotta stop now because this is
I'm gonna go to bed.
premeditated murder.
I love you
And
guys.
it's much
Good
worse
night.
than normal murder.
you guys are great. See you in the morning.
Yep.
I'm not sure we should
Steven goes up to the
stay
room.
here still. Seems to have a lot of bad memories for Steven.
Yeah, and
Maybe we should
He's not there
Re-
anymore. He
realistic-
did walk away. He like
maybe we should get
realistic-
a room somewhere else.
I'm gonna have to get a room somewhere else because someone's might be coming looking for me and Fleur in about 6 hours at this
Yeah,
point.
you didn't tell these guys what happened.
No. So there's a spell that's gonna end, and someone might remember who cast that spell and be unhappy with me. So I need to stay in a different inn or elsewhere.
Why don't you just stay outside of town and wait for us outside of town?
I think that's okay. I'll do that.
You're gonna stay in the slums.
I'm gonna stay near where Greylax was with my lion and my boar.
That won't be suspicious.
Yeah, you gotta stop talking. Oh.
Og is master of subtlety.
There's not.
All right, so Phteven is gonna go conk out. What are the rest of you guys doing?
I guess me and Al can just kind of hang out at the bar and drink.
I'm gonna take
And that's gonna be.
take a tea break.
I'm kind of done
Yep,
with
go for it.
today.
Hmm.
Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, it's been a long full day.
Yeah, I'm done.
Long full
Yeah,
half day.
Yes.
I'm done with Rockport, so I'm ready to go go camp somewhere outside of Rockport.
Yeah, I would almost say that we tomorrow in the morning we go get our stuff, and then we go to Cove, and then we come back for that stuff that Og had 5 fucking weeks to get crafted.
5 weeks.
No,
it was
I'm being
4
facetious.
days.
Yeah,
Oh.
we got to go.
Now, I will give the option because there's other stuff that you guys can do in Rockport if you wanted to. If you wanted
good.
to fast forward to like getting the stuff that was crafted, that's fine too. I just
Yeah.
wanted to give you guys the option for that. So
We can always come back.
I've got a real my tanking ability without wearing armor is not good.
Okay, so
Like-
then let's fast forward to that and then get out of here.
So
Okay, so how is the night ending? Everyone is staying here. Kallista, you're going elsewhere. You're taking Fle with you.
Correct.
Okay, and you're just going outside of town.
Yes. And I told them I'll be where we saw Greylax, the hobgoblin. Half goblin? Hobgoblin.
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 Yeah, he was Hobgoblin. Okay. All right. Okay, so Kallista, you're just getting all of your stuff. Fle's getting all of his stuff. When you guys are getting ready to leave, and he goes in his room and comes out, he says, "Mistress,
Cool.
Yes, Fle.
I want to watch some more.
Did you disturb my wasp's nest when you grabbed my bottles?
I may have. I'm sorry, Fle.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, but thank you for being concerned.
Okay. Yeah, that's there. When I find stuff like that I know I can use, I keep it.
I think that's a very good practice, Fle. Will you do that for me as we travel together?
Anything for you, mistress.
Wonderful.
Real quick, what's your deal? Like, I'm a magician. We got Og over here. He's kind of like a tanky dude. Steven, he's a warrior of God. Kallista, she's a healing attack person, magic lady. What are you?
What are you good at, Fle?
Maggot says I was a scab.
Okay.
Scab. What did you do at a scab?
I was expendable. I was made to do things that didn't mean I'd be able to live. When the fighting pits, I was supposed to help the beasts, get them ready for fights, and not everyone would survive that.
You said you could talk to beasts, right?
Yeah. Oh shit, man! You can talk to stuff like. So, do you have any?
Sometimes.
Is that why you weren't killed?
I think so. Some of the animals were just as angry as Flair. They didn't want to be there.
Are you happy to be gone from there, Fle?
Oh yes, mistress.
Wonderful. So you can talk to animals. Can you do anything else? You make things like wasps' nests in the fire bottles?
Oh, I don't make wasp nests, mistress. I found that. I don't know anyone that makes wasp nests.
Okay, but you collect those things to use.
Yes, mistress.
And he has a little pole, like a little staff that's
Just like with my staff, I have
the pointy, and he sticks up and he points. And I think I told you guys before, there was like a scorpion tail, like a large scorpion tail at the end of his staff that was just like rigged up on it. So that can add on to that.
That's new. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry. Well,
new.
he has a staff that has a scorpion tail at the end of it.
and he says, and I have Pew.
Pew?
I have Pew.
Pew?
Tell me more.
What's Pew?
He says, I have Pew.
And he turns around and he has this small basket that's kind of stuck on him. He says, Pew, and he lifts up the lid, and you see two little beady eyes in the basket, and a head pokes out that's kind of rodent. It's black fur, a little bit of white that's going down its head, and he has a little skunk in his basket.
Oh, that explains a lot. The skunk, yeah.
That's wonderful. You're going to be I'm very happy to have you with us, Flair.
Oh, thank you,
Bring Pew with
mistress.
us.
Of course.
So Nathan, what class is his ass? That was what I was trying to figure out.
I think he's
You'll find out in due time, my friend.
Mm.
Really? Why do we have to, why do we have to put labels on each other like class? That's just wrong. Can't we just all live together as one party?
No.
No. That's not how I work.
He's
and that's not how
the
Americans
cannon fodder
work.
class, okay?
He's a what?
He's the cannon fodder class.
Maybe. We'll see.
He's the meat shield of Kallista class.
He's just a little bubble.
Okay, so you three are all staying at the inn still?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Kallista, what
I'm
are
so
you?
happy about it. Yeah, I guess.
What
Og's worried that we've drawn too much attention to ourselves at this point. So, but
Yog?
Hmm?
You want to come
no,
with me?
Og prefers sleeping in a bed outside. He's not that worried.
and I'll say in the cart you have bedrolls and things like that. I wouldn't say you have like a full-on tent to like put up and go through, but you have things that like you could sleep and you can clearly like make a fire or do things like that.
Okay.
So, let's see. Are you waiting till night to depart, or are you just getting your stuff and going?
I am getting my stuff and going and instructing the animals to follow my scent at a distance.
You're just gonna have these beasts strolling through
Why
town?
don't you dispel these beasts? I keep saying
Fine.
this.
Dispel the beasts. So that way they don't draw attention, because that is very obvious.
Okay, they're gone. So yeah, you get your stuff. Flag gets all his meager belongings out of his jacked up room, and you guys get some bedrolls and things and head out of town.
Mhm.
Okay.
To relax tree.
Okay. Yeah, you're walking through. You leave town with no issues. Anything going through. You start walking through the peasants, and they're of course like anyone leaving, they're asking for donations and shit, and please, food, hungry, we need to.
I'm showing my bandaged hand, and no.
Your bandaged hand.
From didn't I get stung on the hand with the wasp's nest?
Oh yes, okay. Didn't know that you bandaged it. Yeah, okay, sure. Going through, and anyone that's getting to like super close to you, Flett is like getting between you and them, like trying as best he can to like shoo them away. You can also tell that he's not a big fan of being in sunlight.
In sunlight.
Like he just looks like he's kind of squinting and just uncomfortable
Okay.
walking out with you.
Shield him with my little cloak.
Oh, you cover him with yours as he's going
Mhm.
through? He doesn't stay under there the majority of the time because people are like trying to like come up to you, and so he's trying to like be as protective as he potentially can. You get over to the tree that you remember Greylax being at, and he is not there.
Okay. Still gonna make my little shelter there, camp there.
Sure thing. Everyone sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Are you, Kallista, you're sleeping the whole night?
No. I'm gonna take cat naps periodically. So I'm just gonna go for a short rest, not a long rest.
Okay. Sounds good. If you are sleeping, Flett is not.
Okay.
And you can tell him if he can sleep or not. Otherwise, he's just going to try to be awake the entirety of the time. Phteven and Nigel, roll a 20 for me really quick and just say what it is. Oh, wait, beforehand, Phteven, are you drunkenly trying to commune with Helm?
Mm-hmm.
Or are you waiting for the morning?
While they're down there still, I go up to my room and then I'm fucking like yelling. I'm yelling. I'm in my room like, where the fuck were you? Where were you when I needed you? You walked away, you dick. I've given my whole life to you. Did not want this. It was forced upon me. And I still gave everything to you. Where were you? What did you learn? What did you learn? Given everything and you fucking walked away. I was trying to see if you needed me as much as I needed you. Apparently not. Fuck you. Where are you?
Dang.
I want to talk to you.
You don't
That
get
was
a
written by a pedophile. You can watch it. I'm just telling you it was written by a pedophile.
Who is it?
Jeepers Creepers.
both have people.
Sorry, someone's just knocking at my door. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, dude, straight went to jail for sleeping with children.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, go potty,
What's really
buddy.
messed up is they
you
let
knock on
him
the
make
door?
like
Here we
two
go.
sequels to it.
Did you need
still.
some help?
Mm-hmm. Well,
You
no,
got it.
he made Powder, a
Okay,
Disney
go ahead.
movie after it.
Okay, buddy.
God, I didn't know he made Powder also. Jesus.
Yeah.
Ugh. Wasn't that filmed in like Texas?
It's filmed in Montgomery, a couple
Yeah, I
scenes.
thought some scenes were like in like the Montgomery or Dobbin area.
Yeah. Yes. These Oreos are like poker chips.
Tasty
Am I
poker
talk of pedophilia to scare everyone away?
You keep like rattling them, like picking them up and letting them drop, like the poker players.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I knew Helm wasn't there for me. Fucking
Water?
asshole.
Oh, very weird.
Oh, goodness. Sorry, my daughter was banging on the wall. Ugh. Phteven, you do not get an answer in your yelling.
I fucking knew it. Hello, are you there? I didn't think so. Fucking walked away from me, you dick. Fuck you. And then he goes to sleep.
Mm.
But I rolled an 18 on the D20. You told me to roll.
Okay, cool.
I got
Nigel,
15.
15. Okay. Nigel, you I figure we do rolls for dreaming.
Okay.
Because that's fun. Nigel, you have a pretty decent dream. It's not, the best dream you ever had, not a nightmare. You're just going through and, what do you dream about? What makes Nigel happy to dream about?
Like, like just having like a real good show. Just like a real good show. Like
You're in a sold out, like your nightmare before is now cleansed from, like you're in a sold out arena. You're worried it's gonna be the same thing, and just like everyone's loving you, throwing roses, throwing gold, throwing like giant gems at you. You're trying to catch them all in Abe as you're going through. It's like a mini game in Mario Party. Catch the coins. And they're just like, it's uproaring. They're like, guiding you out to like a giant carriage. Just like it's the best thing. You feel super good. Phteven, you're actually having a pretty damn good dream too. Despite everything that's happened, you are. It's a really good one. It lifts your unconscious spirits. You and Randy are like frolicking. Like through it's like doesn't make sense. You're just like going through the field, like
He's
going
back home.
through,
He's showing him his house and his fucking where
There
he
you
grew
go.
up and the temple he was fucking raised at. And
in the middle of it, there's a
let me
raid.
tell you about my best friend.
There you go. In the middle of it, there's a raid, and there are all of these hobgoblin that show up, and they're trying to assault the temple. And you and Randy, back to back, just go to town and like fend them all off. And you're going through, his moves. He's doing the same shit he did to you, and giving you the knowing look as he like slugs a big, drink from his bottle, smashing bottles on people. You've got the same long sword. You got the same long sword. No, you have the same long sword that Azrael gave you, and it's fully ignited, and you're just cutting through people, and you don't care. You're spitting on the sword, and just like it's like the glory, and you're getting praise afterwards from all the knights of Helm that are thanking you and saying that they'll never forget and they'll write about this moment, and you're just got a big smile on your face as you're going through. Kallista probably doesn't have a whole lot of time to dream since she's just doing little cat naps. Og.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy. You
Oh,
settle in.
Come on, buddy.
You settle
I just
in. Do
wanna
you want to
sleep.
roll, Og? Do you want to Og roll? Let's give Og a roll. Let's give Og a roll. We got to do that.
Come on, Og.
I can't just make things
Big
happen
one.
for
Big
Og.
number.
That's rude.
No whammies, no whammies. Stop.
No whammies, big bucks.
15.
15. Okay. You close your eyes very hesitantly and just saying, please don't, not the same. Let Og sleep. And you
Og's
close
so
your
tired.
Og's so tired. You close your eyes and you start to dream.
Apparently, my echo responded to that.
Oh. You close your eyes and you start to dream. You're by yourself and you're coming into a new town. It's a town that you've never been before. And you're always kind of hesitant about it just because of who you are and how you look. And there are kids playing outside the town. It's a pretty small town. More of a village than a full-on town. And there are kids playing out and people see you start coming up and the parents are running to grab their kids and bringing them away from you and trying to shut doors and shit as you're coming through and you're feeling kind of dejected. And there's 4 kids that are out playing and the mother tries to scoop them all up and she gets 3 kind of weirdly in her arms and is trying to get the other one beckoning to come. And it's a little girl and she's just kind of looking at you and starts coming in your direction. And the woman's just like, oh, please, no, don't, my baby. And she comes up to you and she's probably about 5 years old. And she's just like looking up at you as you're walking up and you're just kind of looking down at her. Do you say anything to this child?
So I guess Og waves and just goes, hello.
Hi, you're big.
You're small.
No, I'm not. I'm taller than my brother.
Oh, okay. Og was wrong.
Why does your face look like that?
Og have unfortunate parents.
Yeah, my dad's mean too. I can make you look prettier.
No. This is who Og is.
Just okay. Here, this is for you.
And she has like 2 little like daisies in her hand that she picked
Mickey's
from around the
there?
field and holds it up.
Oh, says, well, thank you. And
That's
Og
not my
goes,
Mickey
"Yeah."
voice. Hot dog, diggity dog.
Og says, thank you.
Let's
And
see what the mystery
very,
mouse can
very
do.
delicately
Yeah.
takes them, takes the
You-
daisies.
You reach out to grab the flowers from her hand, and right before it gets to them, you stop because the flowers start to wilt, and they start to die very quickly. And it spreads from the petals down to the stem, all the way down till it gets to where the girl is holding them, and this death and necrosis and decay spreads from the flower into her hand. And it starts to go up her arm, and she starts looking afraid and scared and says, and she's saying, no, why are you doing this? It hurts. No, stop. And it is going through her whole body, and the mother comes up and grabs the child, and as she grabs the child, it spreads from the child into her, and then it goes into the kids that she is carrying, and it goes into the ground, and it just completely swaths through the village. The shacks and everything start, and when it hits the end, they start bursting into flames. And there are people screaming and crying. Livestock is running away. Horses are running, trying to get away from this or jumping up in the air. And then as soon as it hits them, their legs go out and they go down and they die, start to decay. So this whole village is now on fire. Everything inside of it is dead and dying and rotting. And it was all from you trying to reach out and you hear a chuckle, a very deep chuckle, coming from behind you, and you turn around, and lo and behold, it's your fucking dad again, and he just says, "You can't fight it. This is all you'll be good for." And then just like
problem.
And then just like in a like terrible fucking horror movie, his face like distorts and everything gets bigger and like his finger and it comes at you and you wake up in a cold sweat, Og. And you did not get a restful sleep.
Oh,
Yes.
God damn it.
So I think Og has 2 points of exhaustion now, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Oh,
So Og, you're very tired, not incredibly surprised maybe, but you can roll an insight, throw your instincts to see if you know anything may be going on or how you may need to look into anything.
Sure.
Can I roll insight on how my buddy here is doing?
has it been 8 hours? Or are we
Is
awake, or
is
we-
insight just? Oh wait, there's insight. Okay.
If
4.
Og wants to share it in the morning, 4,
Yes.
maybe it's something Og ate.
Did Og remember to eat today?
Yeah. So yeah, this is if Og wants to share this in the morning, then you can roll an insight.
Okay.
Oh no,
All right,
yeah,
so
Og will. Og's way past the point of like bottling this in.
Yeah, I guess we all just kind of wake up and we just see like Og's over like at his
Sitting
bed,
there like
eyes
lying
open,
there
just,
with
like,
his eyes
just
open and
shaking.
bloodshot.
You wake up and he's just like standing in the center of the room looking out the window.
Just pacing.
Just sweating.
Yeah, more so than Og normally does.
What? Oh,
You
God,
okay there,
can you shut
buddy?
the shades, please?
No.
Oh God, it's so
Og
bad.
No
Og
to
still-
the shutting the shades, or if you're okay.
Og's still having
so bad.
nightmares.
Nightmares. When did these
Jesus.
start?
When
Fantasy
we
Jesus.
left for Rockport, Og had first nightmare on cart. Then
I
second
haven't-
one when we got to town. And then most recent one was just last night.
Yeah, that was when I had a nightmare that night too. Not the 2 consecutive nights, but that first night, I blew an entire. I was performing. My magic got away from me, and I killed an entire crowd. It fucked me up for a couple days.
Jesus Christ, you guys! What? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, no, it's bad. But yeah, it was
When
only
we
one
it
night.
started when we left for Rockport from Bark Hollow, or like was.
I believe that's when I first had my first one.
Yeah.
What are we carrying? We're carrying a trident, correct?
Hey, baby.
Yeah, but we had the trident when we went to Prosperity, didn't we?
I don't think so. I think we went back to Bark Hollow and
No,
then
we-
received the trident and then left.
No, we had the trident in Abe because we were thinking we would go on to what was it? Acro or whatever?
Arco.
Whatever.
Arco.
Arcove. But then we decided to go back to Bark Hollow before heading on to Arcove.
Lester, you can interject if this is out of. Well, I mean, we're just speaking out of character, so.
Okay, so didn't Abe say something to the effect of that it feels bad? It feels
hurts.
It hurts.
Something hurts.
When the trident, that's why we took it out.
Yeah, he doesn't like having those artifacts in him.
What if it's like
There's something like
channel
go roll
of-
an Arcana check or something on it.
It's cursed, or it's communing with something. It belonged to a Triton. Wonder what did it kill?
Yeah, let's do that. All right, let's get back in character here. Hey, Og, why don't you pull the that trident out of your bag?
Okay. Og.
All right, I'm gonna get it, put it down in front of me. What do I need to roll on that son of a bitch? Like Arcana?
Arcana or investigation.
Can
Or-
I aid?
Sure.
What do I have to roll
Okay.
in order to aid?
Nothing. So if someone's aiding someone else, it's basically just giving advantage. So
Okay.
one of you guys can't. So like Phteven, if you're aiding Nigel, then he will get advantage on his
Okay.
roll.
I didn't
Right?
know if I needed
Yeah,
to
I'm
roll
gonna-
on a certain thing in order to be successful in eating.
Okay, I'm gonna do Arcana on it.
Go for it.
You
I
got
got an 18 plus 3, so 21.
Okay.
That's with advantage?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
let me do advantage. I got an 11 then, but I'm gonna stick with that 21.
No, you get the 11 now.
No.
You get
this,
disadvantage. Steven actually made it harder.
yeah, this. So this thing, just looking at it and trying to get a vibe off of it, it is radiating a pretty massive amount of kind of magical aura.
Mhm.
You yourself, being the arcane trickster that you are, and even though you're kind of, gradiating over into the good magic, you can't, like, you got a good roll. This is definitely got a big power source coming off of it. It's pretty darn powerful. So knowing that Abe is a magical item, and the things that you know about just kind of bags of holding and the extra dimensional things that are in there, that these two magical sources could just be clashing against each other, but you don't know really specifically as to why this may be happening. It may just be that two super powerful things coming together may just try to like repel each other, but you don't know.
Did Abe have a problem with other artifacts when we put them in there?
No, the only other one you had in there were the Nux.
And the wand
And
of,
yeah, they didn't have.
wand of
He didn't have a problem with the. Yeah.
Yeah. You had like the wand of conducting, and you have the Elorium in there still, and he doesn't.
I think we even stuffed that magical rock into him too. That we
Yeah.
got.
Oh, the big stone.
He said
Nile
the
was
trident
like-
hurts.
You had a fully
Yeah.
frozen purple robe dude in there. He didn't care,
Mhm.
There's something up with this trident that is
Hmm.
affecting.
Full of bad juju.
Yeah,
Maybe
there's
we
something
shouldn't
that's
put it
affecting
in a
us.
bag. I think.
It's with
so
us though. He didn't have it in the bag. He had it on him. I thought Og had it on him. He
No, he
took
has.
it out of
Og
it.
has a.
Og,
bag full
Og
of-
has a bag of holding now too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe guys, we should not keep this in a bag of holding anymore, and maybe
I can carry it if you'd like.
yeah.
carry
Why
it
don't
on
we
my
do
back.
that for right now? So yeah, so we're gonna just hand over the trident over to Steven to see if that kind of
Sure.
works
Should
out.
we mask it? I mean, it was the weapon of the hero from, I can never remember that, Arcove.
Arcove, yeah.
It's very
Bullshit.
might be a
Maybe we
somewhat
should-
notorious weapon.
Well, maybe we should keep it in the bag of holding during the day, and then when we sleep, take it out. See if that might help.
We could sleep in shifts and make sure that nobody comes to sneak and steal it while it's out of its hiding bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just do that.
It sounds like
That's a good plan. Well,
Yeah, that sounds
and
good.
maybe we'll see how it goes tomorrow night and see if that might help with our sleep problems.
Because I am dreaming way more than I normally would.
I had a really,
Regardless.
really good dream. It was weird, but I mean, it wasn't bad. But
Did it tell you anything intimate details about yourself that you might have not realized beforehand?
No,
Okay.
I do not know what you are referring to.
I just curious. Okay, cool. So let's go get our stuff. We got stuff to go pick up from Azrael.
Well, we still have another day, don't you?
Is there stuff that is now ready? Because I think we said Og's was the
Og's has mine was
most
a
time
day.
frame.
Somebody
And that was
had
just your
3
armor,
days
right?
and
Yeah, I
somebody
had,
4 days.
Og had 2 days for his greatsword and 4 days for his half plate.
Well, then let's just wait until the half plate's ready, and then we'll go and get it all in one fell swoop, so we don't have to do like 8 million.
I mean, is that how Is Azrael just going to hold on to it for 2 more days, or does he expect us to be there to get it? Like that would.
I mean,
guess
you
that would
guys.
be a Nigel question.
I do not want to see Azrael. He
Oh,
may
cool.
not
So-
have meant to sabotage me, but I feel like he did. So I do not. want
Okay,
to-
well, if you got it, what do you have for him, Steven?
nothing. I
Nothing. Well,
didn't
why don't
trust
you
him to
go?
begin with. And I don't know why I trusted him with the sword.
Cool. Okay, so then why
I can
don't
go
you
meet up with
find
Kallista.
Yeah, go meet up with Kallista. Me and Og will hang out here for another couple days, and then we'll meet you outside. So we're just doing that, just
Dude.
full on, just gonna skip to the point. That point.
Cool. As you guys are making this plan and you leave, and Phteven, you're going to meet Kallista on the outside of town. You guys are going to go check with Azrael, get swords and things going on. As you guys leave your room and go down the hall, you notice that Flez's door is wide open. There is a member of the city guard that is like in the doorway.
Shit.
And as you guys walk past, there are definitely people like searching it, throwing shit around, trying to find just basically like ransacking the room.
Okay. Oh, hey fellas, what's going on?
Shut up. Why?
Here, stop, and then I'm gonna.
I suppose I wouldn't know. Steven
Yeah.
wouldn't know. He wasn't there. He was banging when she met Fle.
Yeah. So yeah, let's just kind of I just real quick. I just want to figure out if there might be something like we got some sort of like serial killer with us or something like that. I'm just curious. They don't. Yeah.
Okay.
So because
He
if
just
they wanted
wanted
something from.
He's got like rubbernecker.
Yeah, because
I'll
also
go tap
if they wanted,
Steven and just keep walking while Nigel goes to talk to him.
Yeah.
With that second point of exhaustion, you just by the way, your all of your ability checks are at disadvantage, and your speed is halved.
Okay.
All right.
Og's
And
gonna
so
get some coffee. Like,
Okay.
Og need coffee.
All right.
Well, let's go get a cup of coffee. I'm sure.
So much coffee.
because in my mind, if they
Dirty
wanted
ass make a
us,
nice
they
cup
would
of
have already
coffee.
they would have
Mhm.
come to us. Put something in our room. So yeah, I'm gonna go over and just kind of say hi. What's going on?
All right. So you walk up to the city guard.
Yeah.
Okay. What you want?
I was just curious of what's going on here, officer.
Do you know who was in this room?
No.
Then
No, I
it's none of your
don't.
business. It's none of your business.
Okay. I have been here a couple of days. I see things. I'm a small penguin. People seem to ignore me most of the time.
You just
But
said
if you
you
don't
didn't
want
know
any
anything about this.
Well, I don't know what you're looking for. If I knew what you're looking for, I might be of some help.
You said you didn't know who was in this room. You just said that.
Well, all right then. And then I just walk away. I'm done. I don't care.
You guys walk downstairs. There are a couple more city guards, and there is a very kind of mangled looking kobold that's at the bar that's talking to.
Okay. I want to just kind of sit down and eavesdrop.
Sure.
That's it. Yeah. I
Okay.
just want to hear what they're saying.
Yeah, the kobold's just asking, basically like, we know he was staying here. This is where we got his fucking room. Where is he? When did you see him last? That says, he here last night. When? Everyone came in after fights. He come in with Demon Lady. Says, yeah, I know who the fuck she is. I saw her. I met her. I want to know where they are right now.
Do we hear this as we're walking by?
Nigel's
Yeah.
eavesdropping. He wants to just park it and hear what they're saying. And yeah, the kobold is not talking quietly. He doesn't give a shit. He's got a couple people with him. They're not necessarily city guards. They look like they're equipped a little better.
Mm.
And just says, they went upstairs their rooms, got things left. Where did they go? And she like us is not doing it. No. Ug's concerns not leave tavern. Says you're useless to me. If I find you're hiding them, you're fucked. And he says, what? And who else was she with? Was she with anyone else? And saw you guys come down the stairs, and she looks at you, and I will say makes eye contact with every single one of you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use Steve's cant to say no. Please don't like, let him know that she's with us.
Are you sure
Yeah,
that Are you sure that the
word, yeah, that
wouldn't know it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call. I just kind of gave her like that look, like, come on, please, like this isn't gonna go well for the tavern. Oh wait, I used my telepathy. Yeah,
because just yelling no in her mind suddenly wouldn't do anything weird.
Yeah, like, just don't let it. We're only gonna be here 2 more days, and then we're gone, and then you'll never have to see us again.
You start yelling into Ud's mind.
No, very, very calmly, like, I'm just going to look when she makes eye contact with me. I'm going to, like, this is Nigel. I'm sorry that I'm in your mind right now. Just don't let them know that we're here, and then we'll be out of here. You know what? We'll be gone today out of here. Just don't let them know that she was with us.
All right, she that hits her, and her eyes go wide, and she starts like swatting at the air and grabbing her head. She's like, "Stop it! Stop it!" But you can roll persuasion if you want. You can absolutely stop it. No lying. Hate.
19.
Stop talking. And the kobold said that, like, what the fuck are you doing? And you stop talking. She stops for a second and looks back up and says, oh God, hang on. Let me roll this really quick. What is that? Okay. She says, what did she say? Stop talking. Just, oh, no, like sound of your voice. And Maggot just looks at her for a second, and as she's like kind of taking her hand from her head, and he starts looking around, and he sees you guys sitting at your table, and he just kind of looks back at her and looks over her, and she like hops down and starts coming over you guys and says, hey, you guys see a fucking shitty, raggedy, blue-scale kobold?
Fucking no.
No.
Og just kind of grunts. Like,
okay.
I'm assuming, yeah, with Og's bloodshot eyes, he looks way more like shit than usual.
All right, who wants to lie to Maggot? Do it. Do it.
So I got a 24.
Okay.
Do you mean not a well put together kobold like yourself? You're talking lower socially, economically altogether kobold? Because you're the first kobold I've seen in months.
I'm gonna lean in and be like, "You're laying it on a little thick."
Hey, bud. All I do is lay it on thick, and then I just kind of like look at him and I wink. Yeah.
He says, no, of course not like me. I look fantastic.
I know, that's what I'm saying, buddy. You're looking good, looking sharp.
You just came from upstairs. You rent a room up
Correct.
there?
Yeah.
This little shit had a room right at the end of the hall. You're telling me you've never seen him?
That's where our room was.
I pay attention to, we pay attention to ourselves. We come to the fight pits, we kind of do our own thing, and we leave. Like, that's, we're gonna be out of here soon anyways. But like, why are you looking for this kobold?
It's my own fucking business.
Well, Fred, hey, I'm just trying to help. You know, if I see the thing, I just kind of want to know why I'm gonna send him your way.
Yeah, if you see this little shit, then you send word over to Maggot at the Beast Pits right away.
Yeah, bud, I got you.
Now,
Is there a reward?
maybe it depends on the information you give me.
What if I bring you the kobold, hypothetically?
Yeah, that'd be preferred. You take that work off my plate, absolutely.
Yeah, well, what would you give me? That's what I'm trying to figure out here, bud. I'll
Find a thing
the
and
damn
bring it to
thing.
me. You'll find out.
Whoa,
I don't make-
bud.
I don't make promises before it's delivered.
Well, hey, I just want to know what I'm getting into. I want to know how much effort I need to put into this. That's all
Okay,
I'm trying to find
here's
out.
what you have now. Here's what you're gonna have if you give me the fucking kobold. This is
Okay.
better than this.
It's true. All right. Well, thank you, bud.
You seen any tieflings walking around here? Apparently he's with a tiefling.
Oh no. Not in days.
Do it again.
Okay. Let me see here. What does a 12 get me?
Oh no.
He looks at you and says,
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
Sir, I don't even know what a tiefling is.
Oh Jesus Christ! Why
Let me
would
just
you?
get that. That one's a 20.
That would explain why he lied about it if he was embarrassed that he didn't know what a tiefling was.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Says it looks like a fucking demon. You know what a demon looks like, right?
No, and I got a nat 20 on that one.
he just like does one of these. He's like, you fuck away. You
Wait, that's a
guys.
29, actually. That's a 29. So like
He stops
I don't
talking to
even
you. He stops talking to you. Says, if you guys see a tiefling or a kobold, you tell Megan at the fucking beast pits. You understand?
Thumbs up. Sure thing, buddy. You've taken enough of my
Yes.
pride. I might as well if I can help you if I can.
Og just nods.
What are you talking about? I've never seen you before in my life.
Yeah. The fighting pits are not my friends. Fuck off.
What'd you say to me?
I said I don't have time. My head hurts. The light hurts. Tiefling, you said. If I see a tiefling, I'll send word to Grub at the fighting pits. I got it.
Just wait. He looks at you and says, wait a minute.
He smiles with his little fucking jagged thing. He says,
You're that goblin that got his ass kicked yesterday.
Yeah, that's me. You got it. That's me. You win. Cookie for you.
Yeah, I'd feel like shit too if I got my ass handed to me by a little fucking satyr.
Yeah. Well, he's bigger than me, so he's not
Isn't
exactly
a satyr, wait,
a
little
little
satyr? Aren't you the wait? Real quick, Ross. Little satyr? Aren't y'all the same size?
Me?
No, a kobold. A kobold and a satyr, aren't they the same size?
Medium.
Okay.
they're about the same size.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yep. You win. You're awesome at insults. You win. Keep it up. Go find your tiefling. I'm sure they went that way or that way. Maybe that way. Who knows?
So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go figure out what a tiefling is, and then I'm gonna figure out what a demon is, and then
I'll draw
get
it
right
for
on
you.
top of
I've
it.
seen them
Okay,
before.
there we
I'll
go.
draw it for him, and we'll look for it.
We're
for
right
you.
on it,
Yep.
Maggot.
We'll get
We're
right
on
on
Og's
it.
just
it.
like
We're on the
massaging
case.
his temples while they're jabbering on like this.
Okay. He looks to his guys and says, get the fuck out of here. And he starts to walk and he nudges your shoulder as he walks past, Stephen. Just gives you a little like tham as he goes.
Oh, why would you do that?
And they walk out.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And then I just start clapping.
Why is
and I
everybody
look at-
so fucking rude here?
Steven, we just made a huge breakthrough with you here. Normally, in that circumstance, you would have gotten into a fight with him, which would inevitably led all of us to get into a fight with him. And you didn't. You actually saw where the outcome of this. Now, I'm not saying he would have beat us, but I'm just saying it would have been good in the long run. So good for
Okay.
you. I'm
All right,
proud
good.
of you.
Can you get me some water?
Yeah, I got you, bud. Okay,
I'm
so
thirsty.
I'm gonna get him some water. I think I come back with her and it's like, okay, here's the game plan for the rest of the day. Me and Og, we're gonna lay low, get our shit in town. Here's what I want you to do, Steven. Take my cart, get to Kallista. Y'all kind of hang out outside of town for a couple days, and then we'll find you and we'll get the hell out of here.
All right, is the cart paid for?
Yes, card's paid for.
All right, I'll go. Pick that up and I'll
Everything
go
is
meet
paid
with
for.
Kallista.
Yeah, I did a money up front stuff for all
Yeah,
this stuff because it was much
exactly.
easier for me to track. So I mean, like, how much was that? It was three months ago. I don't remember.
Right.
Oh, should and this can be in character, but Og nudges Nigel and he's like, "Hey, should we maybe take Flamey Sword and see if we can trade for other long
So I
sword?"
already gave
he
that
gave
back.
it
To,
back.
I gave that back to Azrael.
Oh,
He basically gave it back. He
Did-
took it out of
did-
Abe
did
and
he-
gave it back to him.
Yeah, he's got
Because
it.
Why?
Azrael was being a dickhead when we came through the fighting pits, and he's like,
so
"Fuck
you
it,
gave
give
him
your
a
and
sword
fuck
and
it."
the money for the sword.
We didn't give him the money for that sword. He gave that sword was a gift.
He just gifted it to me.
He
like,
he
oh.
wanted to. Yeah, he wanted to be like, this goblin fighting sponsored by.
Oh, I thought that.
Look at this
Steven
fancy
had,
shit we
okay.
have. No,
I thought
no, no,
Steven had already put money down to get like. a
no,
weapon.
no.
No.
Okay.
Azrael wanted to be his NASCAR sponsor.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
so
got it.
like instead of hearing Azrael just kind of berate him at that given moment, I just handed him the sword and we got out of there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, so Phteven goes to pick up the cart and go meet up with Kallista.
Cool. And
Okay.
then me and Og just
Unless you
kind of
have
hang out.
another plan for me halfway through there. But yeah, that's what I'm
No.
doing.
But yeah,
Okay.
so I think me and Og's plan are we're just gonna hang out at the end, not kind of make it look like we're looking for that kobold, but we're really just gonna be like walking around like
Okay.
doing.
All right. Day one goes through. Phteven, you're just going straight to meet up with Kallista.
Yep, after I get the cart, I'll go to meet with Kallista. Well, oh no. Before I go to the cart,
Mm-hmm.
I want to go pick up I want to stop at the Taster's Choice.
Okay.
And I want to see if I can, because I don't plan on going back into Rockport
Okay.
unless I absolutely have to, or let the party takes us that way.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, because of my failure, I feel like he wants to take a memento of something good that happened.
Okay.
Is a poison being named after him. So he wants to go talk to, I don't remember her name. I didn't write it down. The girl that. What's that?
Zyzen.
Zyzen.
Yeah.
Okay. So go talk to Zyzen and see what I can do to haggle or see if unfortunately, I'm going to go talk to her and see if I can get one of the poisons named after him.
Okay. After who?
Just one. After me.
You want one? You want one named after you?
He wants
He
to
wants the
buff-
The
poison
one
that
that
was
is
named
named
after
after
him.
me.
Yeah.
I want that poison.
Okay. I heard I want one named after me. I was like, we already
we already
done
named
that.
one after me.
That's
yeah,
done.
No, I want
Mission
to see
accomplished.
if I
Okay,
can,
yeah. Okay.
purchase the one and see how much she wants for it.
Okay. Nigel, do you want to back and forth with Azrael at all?
Nope.
All right. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Phteven,
I just want to get out of here as quickly as
I know you
possible.
do. All right, Phteven. So yeah, you make way to Taster's Choice. As you are going in that direction, just kind of generally keeping an eye out for stuff. You notice there's a bit of a struggle, a bit of a back and forth, a little bit of a skirmish going on in one of the buildings, kind of coming out from where the fighting pits are, and or making a way to the fighting pits. Excuse me. You just kind of see like what's going on, and there are some of those better.
Uh-oh.
We're never getting out of Rockport.
We should just buy a room
Might as
somewhere
well buy a
and
home
just,
here now.
yeah, like we live here now.
Adventuring? Why? When there's so much luxury and places to
Mhm.
shop.
Oh, boo. Usually it cuts back in by now.
Yeah.
I know.
No, we had to switch
You know what?
the
He
Wi-Fi
probably can,
thing.
he probably can hear us, and like he did last week. I can hear you, but
You should
can
get
hear
some
me.
more water breathing things.
I think we're good on that stuff, to be perfectly honest.
he has an amulet. There's 2 potions and 3
Is it?
potions.
No, it's 2 scrolls.
2 scrolls.
Yeah, we're
whatever,
good.
yeah.
Yeah, we're good.
2 scrolls and an amulet.
You just can't linger.
That doesn't.
Yeah, And
But the
you know what
scrolls
we
can
shouldn't
cover.
do?
The scrolls can cover 4 people, can't
Party.
they?
Yeah, the scrolls
Mhm.
cover the whole party. Og just
Okay.
got like
The
it's
adaptation.
mostly
necklace.
yeah. It was mostly actually more of a just like me as a player thing, but characters wearing like heavy armor, if they ever get thrown into like water and stuff like that, it can be problematic because they have to try to like get out of the armor most usually before they can swim back up to the surface.
What he
So
said.
having an
Damn,
amulet
I'll
like
be
that
back.
makes
Internet
it so
fell.
that
Yeah,
He said,
Yeah,
"Damn
his
it, I'll be
internet
back."
died.
Internet.
it's okay. I don't. Well, you know the thing is that the internet's with this pandemic and shit going on. It's
Yeah.
everyone's using so much more bandwidth than usual that it's really fucking every internet service
Put
provider.
this back
up,
in the
I
kitchen
think.
real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna step away and use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Leave the
Son of a gun.
leave the frenemies together.
I've been doing everything I can to make this your after fight pleasant because I feel so bad for you.
I will say,
Oh,
you know what? I'm not even gonna say anything. I'll let it after we're done recording. I'll let you in on some things.
There we go.
Hey, he's back.
There,
One
think
went to
I was-
go to the kitchen. One went to the bathroom.
That's fine. So, what was the last thing you heard? Someone was being dragged into the fighting pits?
You saw right outside of where the fighting pits, like on the way to the fighting pits, you see a skirmish, and it cut out.
Okay, so I could hear you guys a little bit after that, but so yeah, there was a bit of a skirmish. Something's going on. Some of the nice, better equipped guardsmen have someone by the arms basically, and they're dragging them towards the fighting pits. And this person, it's a human. He's like, I don't know what did I do? I didn't do anything. Let me go. And it's a blonde-haired gentleman that's being dragged towards the fighting
But
pits.
I don't know.
Nope.
Steven doesn't know.
Nope.
What's going on?
Nope.
Blonde-haired gentleman.
So I'm gonna, as you know.
I mean, it's
what?
quite. You're going
You know
the
what?
opposite direction.
I'm gonna look at it and keep going.
Okay.
I'll recognize it and acknowledge it, but I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. So you go ahead and make it to Taster's Choice.
That was a perfect
Yep. You make it to Taster's Choice, and you open up the door, and the shop bell just gives a little jingle jangle. And there are a couple people in there. There are actually a good, decent amount of people in there. From the day before, I had told you guys that you saw the sign up with new poison, the Nightmare, and blah, blah, and there were a bunch of shady people, hooded robed figures, masked people that were making their way in that direction. And so it's pretty busy. Like there's a good 6 or 7 people in here, and all not really. There's all but one person that's not wanting to show their features at all. They're just kind of robed up and kind of nefarious looking. And you see Zyzen's just trying to keep up with things going on. And the bell rings. She says, "I'll be with you in a moment." And she looks at you and says, "Oh, happy day." And she comes around and just shoves people out of the way and gets on her knees and grabs her hand. She's like, "I must thank you. Your deeds have just been wonderfully received." Did you see the sign?
I did, and it's wonderful. And I wanted to come in, one, to thank you. I mean, that means a lot. I've never
Oh,
had a
no, my dear goblin. Thank
after
you.
myself. Oh, and I'm gonna whisper so that the others can't hear.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, my poor performance in the fighting pits did not affect your business. I hope not.
No, my young man. That has no business here. The fighting pits in this shop are no.
All right, good. I was worried when it was something that I thought about before I went to bed last night. Is that I hope that it didn't affect things. But what I'm here for is with the poor performance and this is the positive. This is the one good. This is one of the best things that has happened to me. I have a poison named after myself, and I'd like to keep that as a memento. And I would love to purchase one from you if you still have any in stock.
Her smile fades, just kind of slowly, and she stands back up. And she's not as jolly anymore. She says, "What kind of business do you think I'm running here? That I can just give away these goods for free? How dare you?" And she spits on the floor, like just right in front of you. She's like, "This will not do. Go to my back room and wait for me."
Yep.
Now.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
And
ma'am.
she's apologizing. "I'm so sorry. This is not how I run my shop. You do one thing for someone and they think they get it. I'll be right back." So you go to the back tasting room.
Absolutely. I go.
All right, you go to the tasting room. There are 2 bodies on the floor. Looks like they've been there for about 4 hours. Just like blood coming out, like it smells rank. There is another goblin that's like trying to like heave the bodies out the back, like pull it. When he sees you, just kind of goes, "Heh," and just keeps trying to pull and go through. And you hear her apologizing again, like, "This is what I'll be right back. This is unfair. I'm so far impatient." And she goes, "Oh, 1 moment, please." And you hear the drapes come up because they're on those little fucking rings. And you're,
Yeah.
And then goes back. She turns around. She says, "Now, why in the world would you do that in front of paying customers?"
But I said I wanted to purchase one. If you still have any in stock, I'd love to purchase one. You are running a legitimate business here, and while it might be named after me, I don't.
My dear goblin, you put your entire life on the line to sample my wonderful goods.
Correct.
And you passed with flying colors.
Uh-huh.
The reward you were given was to be named after this delectable delicacy that I put together myself. That will, of course, kill, hopefully, thousands of people. Now, after this gift that I bestowed upon you, you ask for something that is so sought after, so in such small portions that I am able to sell to everyone else. I could have an auction and have people throwing money at me. Why should I give you preference?
Well, I'm not asking for preference. And if you have any in stock, I'd like to purchase them with money, with real money. I'm not asking for handouts. I'm wondering what your price is and if you have any in stock. And if I can afford it, I will purchase it. If not, I will happily walk away.
She bends down to you and she says, "Honey, I'm just messing with you," as she boops your nose. She says, "Of course, you're the reason why everyone has come here. They don't just show up out of the blue. When something is named and my reputation is at stake, when something is good enough to kill more people, they come and see me. And you are the reason for that, my man. Your money is no good here for this. You may have simply and only this one time, and don't you dare tell everyone, or else I'll have someone come kill you with this poison.
All right.
You do not tell anyone about this. You may have one on the house."
That is amazing.
And you can't refuse. I won't have it.
What can I do for you? For this this could be worth money for you in your pocket that you are giving to me.
Well, murder someone, of course, and tell everyone you know where you got this wonderful poison.
All right, it's a deal.
Okay. And yeah, she comes out with like the smallest vial you've ever seen, because if you recall, when she gave this to you, it was like out of a tiny dropper, and all it took was one little thing. And
a little drop on the tongue.
Little drop on the tongue.
And she says, "Now don't lose this, because this is a one-time deal."
Absolutely.
"And who will you say killed them? And where did you get this wonderful substance?"
Akport from the Taster's Choice, from the wonderful Zyzen.
Oh, thank you so much. And now, again, I must make a spectacle out of you. I hope that you don't mind.
Oh, it's fine as long as I know that you and I are together. It's fine.
Yes,
I'm
now
used to being
stop looking
berated.
happy
It's
right
okay.
now. Stop
all
looking happy. I must chastise you in front of the paying customers.
Oh, well, this is ridiculous.
Get out! You must not. No, you leave right now. You must not speak to me anymore. Out, I
This is
say.
ridiculous.
Get out of my shop.
Why? I can't believe this. And I leave.
Okay.
What's
Right before the door, you hear goblins. Am I right?
What do I put in my equipment?
Just your. I need to look up and see what that poison does again. It's written down somewhere. I know it's ridiculous. But yeah, just write down Nightmorn poison.
All right.
It's good for one hit.
And then I go to the good for one hit. Okay.
And you're gonna go meet up with Kallista.
Yep.
Okay,
Cart,
cool.
and then Kallista.
Gotcha. Okay. You guys, and you're just getting your stuff from Azrael?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's do that. Nothing happens. You meet up with Kallista outside. You find her pretty easily. You are, of course, hopped on by peasants and beggars asking for money and coin and offerings as you walk out, Phteven.
Out there, could I have been looking for Greylax?
You're looking for Greylax?
Could I have just kept an eye on him? Kept an eye out for him?
Oh, kept an eye out? Yeah, you can throw a perception, see if you can see him anywhere. Phteven, are you doing placating these beggars? Are you giving anything away?
Are there any with kids? Same thing as I did on the way in. Is if I see any with kids, I'm going to bring some money to the kids.
Sure. There are a couple just kids that come up to you right away. Go ahead and roll a perception.
15.
Okay. Yeah, they're little two kids come up at some point, and they like everyone is not really like showing a lot about themselves. Again, like when I said earlier, like some of them could be lepers, some could just like be fucked up, some just like are ashamed of themselves. But the kids are kind of just like keeping it out and putting a hand out to you.
Give them 25 silver each.
You do the calculations on that. I don't deal with silver.
How many? Well, I'm just saying, how many are you saying are there? Because I will.
Oh, just say that you encountered two kids, like a bunch
so
of adults
50
and like people came out and like 50 silver. I don't know what that is in gold. I've just been dealing with gold, but yeah, you figure.
Okay, well then then I'll do
Give them like one gold each.
1 gold each. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay, cool, awesome. They're happy. They start bounding away and they're good. 18.
18.
You look around. Yeah, I mean he's not within eye shot. Like you knew he was here. This is where he kind of posted up. But if you're just looking around and kind of scanning the
Okay.
Nathan, how's my
what's
cart
close
look?
by. You go, you go in there to the carpenter. Let's see how good of a job he did. This would be, I guess this would be performance since we're doing through there. Yeah, it looks good. I mean, it definitely looks like it was repaired. Like it's not brand new, but he did a pretty damn good job of making it look like how you wanted it to be. So cart's good. So you got your sword, you got your cart back. And is there anything else you guys want to do for the day, or you're just going back to the inn, keeping eyes open?
Yeah, I guess me and
watching
me
your
and Augur
backs.
me and Augur going back to the inn. What and just kind of we're just kind of acting like we're looking for that fucking kobold.
Okay.
And
Should we keep staying at that inn? I mean,
yeah, we're still going to stay there because it seems now suspicious to leave. So we're just going to stay there and just kind of keep doing our thing.
okay.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Kallista, Phteven, are you guys doing anything by your tree outside of town?
Sleeping shifts.
I want to get to know. Like I mean, yes, we'll sleep in shifts, but like we can kind of hand wave through it, but like he wants
Okay.
to get to know Fleh a little bit because he's
Sure.
kind of,
Three
he's kind of
questions.
distrustful of him.
You have 3 questions for this time that you may ask him. You can split them between you two. Phteven can hog them. Doesn't matter. Just so we don't, because we can get to know Fleh for a long time. And we'll have
the only thing I really want to know, like I want to do like I guess I don't really need to ask questions. I just want to do like an insight check on him to see where
You want
his
to know the cut of his
intentions-
jib.
Yeah, I want to see where his intentions lie because Phteven, with Kallista disappearing, and even though Nigel's made strides towards like making amends for the things he said, he's feeling a little insecure. So he's wanting to feel he feels like maybe this might be like a replacement kind of thing. So he wants to see where Fleh is lying, like where if he's in on this or if this is something new to him. Obviously, I as a character, or I as a player know that, but like
roll it and tell me exactly what you want to know. Like the one instance or whatever, just from keeping an eye on him and seeing what we've seen so far.
He didn't fucking know anything anyways. He's got a fucking 7.
All right, what were you trying to figure out as opposed to cut of his jib?
Looking at like his alignment.
He seems like he is kind of told what to do, so he may be like he doesn't have his own from the little you know about him and just how you've seen him like interacting around other people in Kallista. He's used to being told what to do, so he doesn't quite have his own
autonomy,
thoughts, goals, aspirations. No?
Okay. Roll a history or an arcana and see what I know about blue-scaled kobolds specifically.
You can roll nature or history, whichever one.
Nature is a +1. History is a +1. Okay, well, it's a +1. And it's fucking 9.
You know what from your ancestry and things, you know that what kind of resistances, preferences, proficiencies go with your line. You're not super knowledgeable about blue-scaled dragons. You know that Torlek was green-scaled. You know that Niflgrim was silver. So you've never really encountered a blue-scaled or know a ton about them other than the kind of same gifts that you have aren't shared by his kind.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all. Phteven just wanted to know where he was at as far as his concern.
Yeah, sure.
So, other than that, I'm done.
Okay.
I'm just going to encourage Fleh to be very friendly to my friends. They're all our friends. I'm going to put a nice little hat on him so he's got some shade on his eyes.
Why don't you put him in the cart?
Yeah, the cart's
He's
with
also
us.
gonna wear a hat.
You don't have the cart yet. You guys are
Yeah, you
staying.
got
I thought I picked up the cart on the way out.
He picked up the cart to take it out.
I did not hear that. Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
I thought I was
Yeah.
before I went to get the cart. I went to go stop and get it and see what I could do.
Okay, I got you.
Poison, and then
I got you.
So-
Okay.
on the way out.
So you guys just have a cart sitting out in the middle of the ghetto
true.
outside of.
We're outside of the town.
Yeah, but there's like a
There's all
shanty
sorts
town
of
out
people.
there.
And there's also it's like a shanty town. Of course, there'd be a cart out there. Yeah,
Phteven doesn't give a shit anymore.
I don't see that
Cart
big a deal
by
about
the
that.
tree. I'm keeping
Okay.
an eye out for gray lax.
Okay. So
Like,
is there anything in particular else you guys want to do for the rest of this day?
Og is going to look for some sort of simple like armor that Fleck can wear. Just like I'm assuming Fleck isn't like wearing leather armor, and he's probably just got some raggedy sort of cloak on.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I'm looking for armor for a kobold though, so I'm just like look for like
Goblin.
armor for like a goblin or like a like someone for like Steven's size roughly.
Okay, are you just looking for like just like a light leather something?
Just basic leather, nothing like fancy.
Okay. Yeah, I mean you have no trouble finding it. So as far as light armor goes, there's leather armor, there's padded armor.
Studded leather is light? Question mark.
Studded leather is light.
I would stick with light on him because we don't know what his class is.
So
Yeah,
with
exactly.
how much do you want to spend?
Not a lot.
All right, leather armor is 10 gold, padded armor is 5 gold.
Oh, padded armor is
Yeah.
less.
How much is studded?
Yeah, how much is the studded armor?
The studded armor is 45 gold.
I'll
Oh,
pay you
well,
back.
Hmm?
I'll pay you back.
sure, I'll get the studded armor then.
Okay.
So you said it was 45?
45.
Okay.
Minus 45.
Okay.
Whenever she sees Og, she'll give him whatever
Okay.
he spent.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh,
I'll make a note of that.
Sure. Sleepy time?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're gonna try the taking the trident out of the bag of holding,
Okay.
and I guess me and Nigel will just try to sleep in shifts.
Yeah, that works.
Og is just gonna stay up longer. Okay.
No. Nigel's taking the first shift. We're gonna find out real quick if this
Okay.
works or not.
Yeah. So yeah, let's see if we can get Og to sleep.
All right, then everyone roll a 20. Let's see how your dreams are. I'll roll one for Flett too.
Well, I got a 19 for dreaming.
Oh, I gotta roll for a dream.
Yeah.
15.
Ooh, natural 20.
I got a 3.
Oh no.
Oh, poor Og. Okay.
Oh,
Jesus
come on! No.
All right, Kallista. You have a pretty good dream. You're feeling good. Everything's kind of working out in your favor. Like a couple things didn't go all the way, but you're feeling good. As you're so you sleep and you feel like you're rested. You during one of your shifts or when you're waking up and Flay actually gets to sleep, he looks very kind of peaceful and happy. He's doing kind of the dog running shit as he's going and just kind of making little like
Is he whimpering and yeah.
and I'll put a little okay, I'll put a little you hear him as he goes,
I'll save you. I'll save you.
Nigel, you have your last dream was a good one. Like this next one's even better. What's the synopsis of your good dream?
It's me and Danton just practicing showing off for each other. You know, just kind of like, you know, what we do every time we reconnect is kind of just show like what new illusion or stage trickery that we've learned since we saw each other.
And you knew one that he didn't know. You got to teach him something. That was a big one for you. Phteven, you got a nat 20. This is the best dream you could get. What do you dream of?
Oh, well, he is back home by himself, not with his newfound best friend.
Okay.
He's there with Batista, and they are sharing a meal.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that you named him Batista.
He is sharing a meal, and they are comparing their adventures. And Phteven is talking about him, and Batista is telling him he's proud of him. This is what I trained you for. This is what you've been practicing for, and I'm very, very proud of you. And yeah, that's where it's like I've heard the stories, and it's nice to hear that they are, you know, they are in correlation to what you're telling me. It's nice to hear them firsthand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of where his dream is at. It's very sentimental, and Phteven's feeling a little left out and a little insecure. Like I said earlier, he's insecure about things, and it's nice to he thinks back about home and the people who he knows accept him for who he is.
Gotcha. Cool. Alrighty. Og, you lay your head down again like you've done the past couple nights, and you are a little worried about closing your eyes, but eventually you're just so tired that they just go down and you fall asleep. You are walking along with your friends in the cart, making your way to the next, away from Rockport. And it is light. You are walking. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and then the sky turns dark rather quickly.
My heart's
And
hurting for fucking Og. Like,
and
seriously, I feel bad for him.
any light that was near you guys, other than like things that you're making, goes out, and you start hearing noises kind of circling the cart. And you guys are getting out, weapons ready, trying to see what's coming up. And Og, as you're trying to figure out what's going on in this darkness, you hear kind of a whoosh, and then and you turn around and Nigel's gone. He's just not in there. The darkness has swallowed Nigel. And you look over. You can attack the darkness. You swing blindly into the darkness, and there's nothing. You don't connect with anything. You swing a couple times. You turn around and make eye contact with Phteven as his legs are pulled out from underneath him. He lands prone and is dragged all the way into it. You turn around, and as your friends are disappearing one by one, you start running towards Kallista to try to hang on to this one friend that you've made, to hold on to it. And as you get closer, the entire cart just kind of explodes and then stays in this in the explosion, and then just kind of gets implodes on itself and goes away. And as you kind of are distracted for a second, it makes you stumble and get out of stride. And right as you're about to reach Kallista, she gets pulled away as well, screaming your name, and Flag is running off into the darkness after her. You are by yourself as you are looking around, not knowing what is happening, and the same purple-robed figures surround you. And they're just standing there watching, looking at you. They all take their hands up to their hoods and pull them off, and they all have your face.
Oh dear.
Jesus.
And you wake up yelling. And you have, unfortunately, my friend, another point of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Now, I want to make this clear. I am not singling out Og. I'm not trying to be a dick towards Og. This is just,
I mean,
this is what we're all dealing with right now. Okay.
yes. I mean, I rolled an 18 last time, and I still had a nightmare. So, yeah, it's apparently got to be a pretty good roll.
And Og, you
Wait,
wake
you
up.
rolled a what and still got a nightmare?
I rolled a 3 this time, but I rolled an 18 last time.
Jesus, Nathan.
So you wake up, you see the trident up against the wall, and you don't know what to think. Next day, what are we waiting on still? Are we waiting on armor? This is the last thing, then we're out of here?
We're waiting on armor. So now it is armor, a rapier, and some because when this is how long ago this was, I was really into Hunter x Hunter when this happened. I wanted some playing cards that I could throw.
Oh yeah.
I thought the playing cards were at Bark Hollow.
No. Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay.
I can look at my thing. It was all there. Yeah, it was
All right.
the rapier. Whatever rapier you had made.
Yeah, I think the only thing
for
that
me.
like we had stuff. Are you sure?
And then
Because I had my snake arm charms made there.
Mhm.
And bark
Yeah, we
collar.
already got all that stuff.
No,
I
that's a
could-
bark collar. Mine's still there.
Rapier?
It'll be there.
Yeah, I could have sworn that the playing cards were a Bark Hollow thing.
You're right. Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, I'm waiting for a rapier. Yeah, so we're getting a rapier and Og's armor,
Okay.
and then we're out of here.
Okay.
Mm.
Did you ever get your like mini shield thing?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we
had
did.
those.
Yeah,
made in
yeah,
Bark
he's got
Hollow.
those. He got those.
It's been so long since any of us have done any combat.
Og, you have disadvantage
Well, I mean, you
on it.
can't really call that combat. I mean, if you
Mm.
want to, you can, but
So, Og, you also have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws.
Yeah.
when does it start to affect his HP?
I don't
At
know.
some
Never-
point, it's going to.
I've never really dealt with levels of exhaustion, so I don't really know what they do.
Do you want? So you can go get your stuff.
Mhm.
Do you want to interact with Azrael at all?
Not
No.
really. No.
Okay.
Og's not at his best at the moment. So
Okay. Oh, this is going to be at disadvantage too. Then, Og, roll perception for me as you're kind of going back and forth throughout your days.
perception at disadvantage. Okay.
Yep. This is
So 5.
damn it.
Gee.
You're just you just kind of got tunnel vision for where you're going,
Mm-hmm.
and not a whole
Did
lot
we-
is.
Real dice, Crow.
Did we just lose less?
No, he's just said you need to use real dice.
We got the video froze for a minute, but he's back.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you guys got your stuff. Are you saying any goodbyes to the Whistle Drench?
What does the stuff do, Nathan?
What stuff?
The rapier and the armor, because it's magic stuff.
Yeah, and the great sword.
Did you write down specifically what you guys wanted these things to do? I thought you did.
No,
all
I
I
thought
told
you-
him was that I just wanted stuff that wouldn't get disintegrated by black puddings. So
All right. Well,
I
whether
just-
it's magical or just has resistance to like acid, whichever.
I'll have to go
Yeah, I
back and
believe
listen to that episode because I didn't write down specifically what it was going to do.
Mm.
So I'll go back and look at that because I know I gave you prices for things. I just gotta
Hmm.
again like whenever he's like what do you want this stuff to do and you give specifics, I give a price on the specifics. And if it's just I just want a magic blah, then it'll probably just be a +1 weapon.
Yeah, I
Or-
think it was a magic
or
and
something like that.
something else. Yeah, I don't know, because I paid more than I probably should have for it. But,
Okay, yeah, we'll look into it. There I think I remember saying something. It was either like something lightning, but I don't know
I
if you pulled
believe
the
it
trigger
was-
on it.
Yeah, I think mine was lightning something.
We'll look into it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. We'll do it. You're not gonna be using this shit by the end of the night. So yeah, you get your stuff, you pack it away, and you're just heading out to meet Kallista.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Kallista, Phteven, Flag, you guys sleep through your nights. You get up. Are you guys are sleeping in the cart?
Yes.
Are you
and I'm
sleeping
going
outside
to sleep again for Greylax at the next day.
Okay. You guys get up and you walk out of the cart, Kallista, and as you get out of the cart, with where kind of the opening is, you open it up and it seems immediately just a lot more quiet than it normally is. Like usually there's a bunch of people and peasants and shit outside going through, and it's just not as bustling. You step around the cart.
Throw my hood up.
Okay, you throw your hood up as you step around the cart, and you see about 6 different of the fancy guardsmen
Fuck.
and Maggot, and someone that looks more noble than like a fighter that's standing next to him. And even though that hood went up, it doesn't make you invisible. So they heard the cart door open, so they see you coming out.
Can I help you, sirs? Ma'ams? I don't know. Are there any women there?
Maggot says, "You know what we're here for."
No, I
Having
don't.
spoken to him, I'm backing away and putting on a disguise.
I don't. Can I help you? I want nothing to do with your shitty town any longer.
Oh, there he is.
I'm
Good.
waiting for my friends, and we are leaving this place. Can I help you?
Not with that kobold, you're not. If you want to leave this town, then you'll hand it over.
We're already out of the town.
Says, I'm
You
sick of
gave
this
him-
shit. Says, I'm sick of this shit. Boys,
And they all draw their weapons.
it says, it's our last chance to give us the fucking kobold.
Here we go again. Okay, I guess here we go. And he
Can they
pulls
still
his
see
sword.
me?
Initiative isn't rolled yet. They just drew their swords, and they're giving you a chance to get the shit on.
Why are we bringing you to this? Like what do you want me to do? This is not my decision. What's your problem? What does this kobold have? Why is it then so important? Just curious.
It's the prince.
Just and he looks over at the guy in the suit. He says,
You tell him. Sick of talking to this asshole.
and this guy walks forward. He's a human. He's completely bald. He's got like some weird like kind of runic tattoos on his face and stuff, but he's like dressed up like really nice. Little bit like of a goatee and shit, and he just has a scroll in his hands, and he unrolls it and he starts talking. He says, "This is a decree from the head of the Valanzar family. You have stolen from Valanzar, and that is not something that is looked over lightly. If you wish to make amends, then punishment must be dealt against you."
Hey Nathan,
says
we're Ogden.
You guys aren't out
Nigel
there
at?
yet. You guys are getting your shit.
Okay.
And he says, "This is, what do you have to say for your actions, and how are you prepared to make amends?"
Okay, well, just give me a couple minutes. So I was dying.
He says, "I wasn't talking to you."
Okay, all right, well, all right.
Kallista, what are you doing through all this? Have you come out?
So I've still got my cloak on
Mm-hmm.
with the hood up, but I put on a disguise. I'm proficient in disguise kit because I'm a charlatan.
Mm-hmm.
And I come out. Have they seen Flair? They haven't seen him. He's still in the cart, right?
I mean, he's about to follow you guys out because he hears things going on. He's like, "Mistress."
I grab his little snout, slam it shut. Stay, little bitch, stay.
Schmalista.
Hmm?
Jig is up. You're not gonna have this happen. You lost. Stop it.
I knew
Tick
you'd
tock,
be
tick tock.
Just
I knew
get
you'd
the
be
fuck
and
out.
farther out from the town.
I come out and I'm in a much more noble, proper, fancy, rich person to be respected. And
I'm still
I
gonna
don't-
say that you obviously look like a tiefling because the
I obviously look like a
disguise kid
tiefling.
or not, yeah, that like you had just like small.
I can look like a different tiefling, a different color. I've got a disguise kit, charlatan paint.
Can I interject, Sir Scroll Reader, sir? I just need to have a talk with my compatriot here.
N-
Is that okay? Can you give me a couple minutes?
No,
just a
we
couple.
need an answer now. And again, I wasn't talking to you.
Give me 30
I
seconds.
wasn't talking to
I'll,
you.
I'll, whatever. Okay.
As I come around the corner, I use the staff of insects and I summon a big flying wasp.
Okay.
And I tell Flair, take the wasp and go hide. And I make the wasp fly away as I come around the corner with some sparkles, some nice thaumaturgy magic
Well, first
tricks.
I said, Mistress, I'm not leaving you alone.
Okay.
She's not alone, Flash. Just fucking do what she says. Jesus Christ, she's not gonna fucking stop this shit. Just go.
Do it. And I just continue on sparkles.
Okay.
I think we all need to have an intervention with Kallista about this goddamn stupid.
I'm so sorry.
We're not getting out of Rockport now. Because someone.
What can I do for you, sir?
I mean, Og and Nigel can probably get out of Rockport.
Yeah, we're done. Yeah.
I'm fucked.
Yeah. You're the tiefling that took Valanzar's property.
Sir, I don't know of Valanzar, nor have I taken any property that wasn't freely given. I bet on the fights the other day.
I'm sorry, that wasn't a question. You are the tiefling that has taken the property of Valanzar.
I have taken nothing that wasn't freely given.
Through magical means, you took property from the Valanzars. Again, this is not a question.
I see.
And he's not like just talking like he's reading off the scroll. You are the tiefling that took this property through magical means from Valanzar. This will not be overlooked. This is a slight against the family. Theft is something
the family
that we do not.
or a family?
The family. You heard what I said. The family. Oh, you're trying to from the family. This is not something overlooked. This is something that in other eyes could be taken as weakness that is associated with the family. Do you return this property freely, or will there be a punishment?
Can you clarify punishment, sir?
You have been given your choices, and you have 10 seconds to give your answer, or an answer will be given for you.
10.
You are free to search me and take the property
7.
that is owed him.
6. 5.
Take
4.
I love how awful Kallista is at this. Like, it's my
3.
favorite thing in the game.
2.
Two.
Take the
1.
property. You may have it. Whatever I have that is Valanzar's is his.
Do you not think they
He
saw
said-
him fucking fly away on a goddamn wasp?
He
Or
says,
try to?
he says, so you wish punishment will be given. And as soon as he says punishment will be given, you hear, Mistress, no! And like darts around the fucking corner and like gets out in front of you and says, don't hurt the mistress, don't hurt the mistress. It wasn't her fault, it was mine. It was my fault. Don't do anything to her. And Maggie just goes, I knew you were here, little shit. You're fucked. You're fucked. You thought your life was bad before? Oh, you're gonna get it now.
How can you allow this to happen, noble sir? This is improper.
Who? Me?
The good name of Valanzar is better than treatment like this. I think that he deserves a punishment for treating his underlings like this.
Treatment of Valanzar's property is his own, is at his own convenience. What we are here for is the slight against Valanzar and the theft of his property. Since you did not make a decision, the decision is made for you, and punishment will be dealt.
Didn't she say he could take back any property?
That was a decision. I decided You may take
Yeah.
whatever.
She was skirting it. She was doing bullshit. We all knew it.
This is very true.
And just
You're right.
to pause for a second, you took Fle with you outside, full view of everyone in the city, all of the urchins, all of the peasants, everyone there's there, the
Mhm.
guards.
Yeah,
So we're
true.
and you stayed there in the same spot for 2 days. So
Mm.
let's
Took time.
so he says punishment will be given. Are you ready to receive punishment?
Let's have it, sir.
He says, "Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't talking to you." And he shifts his gauge to Maggot. And just stares at him. He says, "What the fuck are you talking about? Punishment for what?" He says, "We cannot have weakness be shown for the Valanzars." He says, "Your weakness was the issue by being so easily swayed. Do you accept punishment?" He says, "Wait a minute, I don't even," and he throws a hand up, and Maggot just stops talking and looks very, very distressed, and he starts grabbing at his throat. And the guy just says,
Force choke.
"Punishment." He puts his hand down and he says, "Punishment for slighting the Valanzars, as you well know, is delivered by Valanzar himself. He knows who is employed with him. He knows who has wronged him. He knows everything that happens in this city. Thinking that you could escape his punishment was folly." And he says, "Your services are no longer needed." And he looks at all the guys, and they put their fucking swords away, and he does this, and they start walking away, and Maggot is just choking, trying to reach out, trying to speak. Nothing is happening. He's dragging himself on the floor a little bit. He's rolling around, trying to catch a breath. His eyes are going red. He's clawing at the air, clawing at the dirt on his back, trying to survive, trying to do anything. It looks like he's being attacked somehow, but
Phteven
you
runs
don't
up and
see
puts him out of
shit.
his
Like,
misery.
cure wounds?
What?
Wait a second. I heard two things. What's happening?
Phteven runs up and puts him out of his misery.
You're
Oh.
gonna
I'm
just
I'm gonna look at him and I'm gonna give him the look, and like pull up my dagger, my fancy dagger, and just tell him I'm gonna try and like give it to him with my eyes, like either this is gonna happen or you're gonna die slowly or you're gonna die fast. What do you want? And if he needs to, he's gonna say it.
so he was looking distressed and like fighting, trying to go through his eyes already, and he sees you doing it, and he sees this look, and his distress and even semi-fear or pain just kind of goes more so to anger, and he scowls at you, and with the last little bit of like air or anything that is in his lungs, in his system, you see him fuck with his weird ass maw, and he just and spits directly into the center of your armor, and then he gives you a real fucked up smile, and then his eyes roll back in his head, and he goes limp.
I'm gonna fucking see what he's got on him. I don't give a shit. Give him a
Lift
finger
his
and fucking.
shot.
I'm gonna check. I'm gonna do an investigation and see what I can find on him. He's dead.
Sure,
He might have shit
let's
on him.
do that next time.
Yes.
So, so Fle is still with you, clearly.
Orange wasp.
So what you can gather from that is failure within the Valanzar group is not good.
You kept saying family. Is that the same kind of family that we met earlier? Family?
Are you asking me?
Yes.
Oh, well, Nigel wasn't there, so Nigel doesn't know. Who knows?
You're a real piece of shit.
So let's see what happened. We had nightmares aplenty. We had we had plenty of nightmares. It's seemingly Kallista keeps to keep her little playmate. He has a skunk now that's gonna roll around with you guys. Og's very tired. The kobold that was after you guys got punished. And you're gonna probably leave Rockport.
Yeah.
Try to see if you can make it to our cove.
Yay.
So yeah, I'll
We
look
did
up.
it, guys.
We did it. I'll look up and see if I can find that fancy stuff before next time.
5 sessions
And we
later.
yeah, exactly. And we can discuss things after this. We haven't had any group battles in a long time. Maybe we'll get to that later on. But this was thanks you guys for sticking with us through like 7 sessions of Rockport in 2 days time in game. I hope it was fun for you. It was certainly fun for us.
It was 4 days.
And next time we're gonna have a Super Mario underwater mission, so that's gonna be interesting. Da, 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 da. And thank you for letting me play my stupid song, because that came into my head,
Highlight.
and I was very proud of the vowed and plowed rhyme.
That was the highlight for sure.
That was a good
It
one.
was good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we never
All right.
really got our revenge against that troop for.
See you next time on Smells Like Creek.
Stop.